How's the audio, guys?
Got one?
Hello.
Yeah.
Any good?
Yeah, we're bang on.
Good to go, good to go.
We're bang on. Hello all. Welcome to the third edition of the Wcg Watchalong. Day 3, the first Ashes test. The boys finished pretty strongly last night after we left you at about, what was it at lunch, like 3 for 60 odd from memory?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Usman Khawaja ended up tunning up. Had a few lives, but he got there in the end. The boys finished 5 for 311, still trailing by 82 runs. So we're in a pretty good position.
Kerry on 50. So
Yeah. Yeah, Kerry also not out 50 as well. Tonight we've got the return of Big Daddy Coco. How are you, mate? Daniel Arnold?
Very good, very good. Sponsoring myself again, Better Beers.
Yeah, always better beer. Thank you again for sponsoring Sips in the Slips. And first up tonight, we've got Josh Bolling. Welcome, bud.
Hello, mate. Good to be here.
How was your day, mate? Sharky's got a good win?
Yeah, went down to Shark Park, had a good win. Smashed the dogs.
Fucking standard operating procedure, isn't it?
Is that rare for the Sharkies to get up?
No, we're doing all right.
Yeah, it wasn't that you were okay and the dogs were shit. You were good.
Maybe a
We
bit
were
of
good.
both.
They were shit. They were bad.
They were bad.
Yeah, they were real bad.
So really, you didn't have to be that good.
We weren't. We weren't that good, and we still put 48 on them. So
Go the Sharks, up the Sharks, up Cronulla.
Up, Cronulla.
Crazy on. Came straight from the game.
Oh, here we go. That game was last week. You still got that on.
So yeah, the boys. What is your thoughts on the last couple of days, lads? We've obviously the first day England took it to us, declared pretty boldly. They took day 1 honours, but day 2, I'd dare say, was probably ours.
Well, it looked like it was going to be the Poms day early. It's the fight back was really, really good.
Mm.
Part of that stage, I was at dinner with the family and love the family, but I would have liked to have been here watching cricket. All right, getting on the beers.
Yeah, no, we did all right. I think this is a massive session of the Test match. I think
this is the turning. This is
yeah.
the turning day.
If we can have 1 for 80 odd in the session and get towards parity with only 6 wickets down and really push towards that 450 to 475 mark, put a bit of pressure on them. If they go through us, then they'll probably feel they're in front.
It's not that far behind to feel like you're that far behind if that happens.
Well, how far are we behind now?
82. So a good first session here would be ideal. Maybe as I said, take 1 for 80. But yeah, if they run through us and bowl us out for 350, then they'll have a 40-odd run lead to take on with them into the second innings.
How long would you look to bat for? Would you just bat until we're all out, or?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's only day 3. We've only had 2 days, so
yeah.
You get your courage up and just get in front and declare and throw them back in. Not on the cards.
Well, ideally, I'd love to be declaring. That means we'll probably be around the fucking 550 mark. But look, as I said to the boys last night, I said if you give me 450 now, I'll take it. With a bit of a 60-odd run lead, because we've done well to get to where we are, but there's still a bit of work to be done. A couple of quick wickets here that it kind of erases all the work we've done.
Batters deep.
Yeah,
with Stark out.
Yeah,
this is really kind of what have we got after the Paddy comes in next, so the tail's a bit shorter.
You got Cummins, Lyon,
Hazelwood
and Boland. Yeah, so it's You're right. You don't get as much batting depth there without Stark, who I think batted well in that Test Championship final, didn't he?
There's a couple that can stay around. Lyon can stay around a bit.
Yeah, Lyon's always good for a 15 or a 20.
Likes a sweep.
Yeah. Let's see if he can sweep fucking Jimmy Anderson or fucking Stuart Broad. Take that on. But yeah, obviously a bit of luck towards the back end of last night. Usman Khawaja bowled off a no ball by Stuart Broad, so sucks shit. But we're about to start here on day 3. And the boys are out there in the middle. Khawaja's going to face up.
Jimmy's got the ball, I think.
So we've got a scoreboard for you today. Hopefully, this is...
I was just like staring at the screen. I just thought that was Haydos. Was that Haydos on TV then?
That was what? What, the Ranger?
Yeah, the Ranger.
Yeah, he had a good stint last night. Haydos. What'd you make of his debut run? Not much, I reckon.
No, well, I had to keep the volume. I got yelled at a family dinner for too much attention to on YouTube watching the boys go. But, wasn't the volume down? I don't know. For me, he's not too pretty to look at.
Head for radio.
He does cuddle though. You've got to give him that.
We've all got a bit of those head for radio things, haven't we? All right. About to get underway for day 3, a massive first session. Who's got the pill? Is it
Jimmy.
Anderson?
Yeah. He didn't take any wickets, did he?
I don't think so.
No,
Apparently
he
it's the first time in a while, maybe ever, he hasn't taken a wicket in a day's play in either an Ashes or a home test. I can't remember which one it
He
was.
was 7 bowlers yesterday.
Yeah, Harry Brook even got a fucking run.
How old's Anderson?
40.
40, yeah.
Doesn't even look like he's aged since he started.
He looked after himself.
Good looking man. Here we go. First rock, day 3. Nice from Khawaja. Tucks it down to fine leg and he's away. We're away for day 3.
Well, I have to say, like back in the backyard cricket, if there was no leg side fence there, I think I take a liking to volley down the leg side. I'd probably have a sweep.
You've been getting out to bowling recently a fair bit.
Because I can't sweep.
Well, no one. Who's sweeping in the backyard? But I have noticed that. He's been you've been his bunny
And
lately.
You're the first person to say, he hasn't said that. We wait for him to say something.
No, he'll pipe up.
Because I'm going to get pissed and smack him down. not with words.
Oh, good second rock there.
I'll
Straight.
just do my talking on the pitch.
Yeah, just let the ball do the talking.
I use sensible words like fuck off bowling and all that sort of stuff.
I'm usually pretty quiet on there. Just go about me work.
Go at your work.
Yeah, he's on a hiding to nothing usually as well. A couple of boundaries and overs sometimes. I mean, it's pretty easy in the backyard.
Yeah, I can't fight back with a bouncer or anything. I've got to just
Got to get back on a
I've
length,
gotta
mate.
get back on it.
You've got a handy faster one, so I don't know what. When we warm up, you use it, but you never use it when you're playing.
I always think about it pre-game, and then I just in the zone, I'll lose it. I don't think about it, but I need to probably bring it in.
Oh, good rock there.
Oh, you know what? I use it on Whitey because he plays me really well. So I try and usually use a quick one on him, but hasn't really worked.
Yeah, Whitey did well for the fucking that limited overs match that I'll say we choked, but I choked. Yeah, he was running at you in that final over.
Yeah,
and that was a plan
we
of
were
his.
talking after the game, and he was saying, I turned my back on the last 2 balls, and he came out, and I didn't notice him come out, and he was saying that afterwards. He's like, you didn't notice me come out, and so you were bowling that length. That was perfect for him to.
Oh, is that an inside edge?
Did he drop that?
He's dropped it.
I think it might be. Sucks shit, Bairstow.
I think it might have fallen short potentially, but he looks like he's.
I hope it's broken his hand.
Troy Haydos sucks shit.
Let's have a look here.
He's here.
Yeah, I think there's an inside edge there. Has it carried? Oh, it's carried massively. It's flown low. But that's a chance there for England early, so sucks shit.
Because he took that good one-hander off Marnus
Yeah.
the other way yesterday.
Yeah, we'll trade that. That's not the start we would have wanted. Solid there from Kerry. Michael Mabry's tuned in. Hello, Rat Boy, the YouTube sensation for the WCG at the moment.
Oh, SJ's bar.
Coco, what's good, son?
I'll tell you what's good. It's Michael Mabry's fucking hair. It's
How good is
a
it?
little bit of fade in, mate. One of the best mullets in Panania.
It's ironic. I should be living in Panania and he should be living in Campbelltown, but it's the other way around. Good morning, Rabbit Leader.
I'm
Well,
bringing mine back. Well, I just brought it back.
Take the hat off for the viewers. Let's have a look.
It's in its infancy.
Get the Danny McBride back.
Yeah.
So first over of the day, 1 run off it, 5 for 312.
Should have been a wicket.
Yeah. Yeah, Bairstow dropped
should've stumped him.
Alex Carey in the first over of the day's play. So, and they're replaying at the moment his drop catches or his missed chances, which is a welcome highlights package.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
Also, broad snowball. Suck shit. Riley Cornforth, how are we, boys?
Riley's on board, is he?
Riley's
Yeah,
on board.
Riles.
Rabbit Leader 230 tuning in from England.
Yeah, the rabbit. How did Riley perform last night?
It was good. Good. I'm pretty sure he enjoyed himself.
Did he have a dig at match 11? Did he have a go?
No, you know what? Surprisingly enough, with four Bruns 11 players here, we didn't say much about match 11. I thought we would have,
I thought, yeah.
especially after our Test series victory.
Mate, I encouraged him. So it's, I said, mate,
He needed you here to bring it out of him, I reckon.
I think. Because he called me, and I thought, you're not that lonely. You call me. I thought there might have been more. I was reading too far into it. It's
Getting better all the time, isn't he, Riley, on the pitch?
Yeah, well, fucking not in the Test matches. He can't score a run, the prick. So
His bowling has been really
his
good.
bowling's been good, yeah.
you that, Riley?
You like that?
Teammates fucking hate you.
I did mention to him last night. I said, mate, you got to start scoring some fucking runs. But yeah, in the limited over stuff, he's been good, really good. Mo and Ali
Right,
bowling the second over of the innings. Cut away, well fielded. Well, you bowled well this year, bowling. It's only been the Test series that we've released, but I think you picked up a few wickets from memory.
I think it's the best I bowled for the least returns. Like, I bowled better than I probably ever have,
Oh,
and
don't
but didn't
miss
get
that.
the wickets.
Yeah,
So that's the thing. If you're bowling proper pies, the eyes light up more. When you're bowling something that you go, oh, hang on, is that a pie or not?
Yeah.
The batters tend to get more defensive. So maybe.
through.
Oh,
Has he
everyone-
nicked that?
No.
I think he's missed it completely.
Beautiful. We'll take it. Buys. 4 more to the score. You beauty.
I'm glad that was buys because for a moment I thought the umpire was saying he's that high and he went that way.
Yeah, it turned.
No.
Oh, there's no hand gestures. Just good observation.
That gripped.
That's gone, isn't it?
Lon will be licking his lips.
Well, that's the thing. If we can bat deep here and bat for most of the day, it is turning. So
And Gazza got 4 in the first innings with not much help with the pitch.
to be fair, they were going the tonk
Yeah.
towards the back end of the innings, but
We're probably told just to go out there and blaze.
yeah. It's a good start from Kawaja, just going about his business. Moves to 128. The Aussies 5 for 317. What do you think of the scoreboard, guys? It's only a little shitty one on Photoshop, but it'll do the trick. We're getting there.
Some pretty good contributions across the board so far as well. Besides Warner and Marnus, everyone's had a start.
Yeah, well, I feared for the worst when I think
for 20 something.
Yeah, and then Smith got out. What were we, 60 odd for 3 at lunch? I thought, oh fuck, you got Smith and Marnus back in the shed. So but yeah, good fight back. I think it was firstly Travis Head got 50.
Yeah.
Cameron Green hung around, got 30 odd, and then now you've got Alex Carey with 50, and that's what we pride ourselves on, is that there's always going to be someone that's going to get us out of the drama.
Yeah.
So yeah, so far so good. 5 for 318 early on the third day.
Whereas I think with England, and it's been a case
Get
for
away.
a long while.
Oh,
He's dropped it.
no,
No?
I think it was a crowd catch.
The thing about England, it's been the same way for a while, is Root needs to make majority of the runs for him. They've got a couple of guys there now, like Harry Brooks and the like, but it's still, if Root doesn't get, at least 50, 60, they tend to struggle to get a big score. But he obviously went on, got 118.
Well, he's played like he's fucking reverse sweeping you over the slips for 6.
Yeah.
Like, get fucked. Like, good luck to the bloke.
Were they commentating that was a carry, or did he play that into the pitch?
Yeah, I think it was a
He's played it into the pitch, I think.
yeah, it was like a crowd catch. They thought it was a specky, but Suck shit, it wasn't. Oh, was that a finger injury for Mo and Ali?
I think they're saying that because he hasn't bowled with the red ball for a while,
It's cut.
It's just cutting his
It's
fingers
cut.
up.
Yeah, I think Tubby was talking about that in commentary yesterday.
The calluses would.
Oh, get through.
Oh,
Beautiful. Running down to third man. We're going to have another boundary. We do.
yep.
Osman's first boundary for the day. He moves to 132. Score 5 for 322. Go the boys.
I think it might have been Carey.
Oh, was it Kerry?
Yeah.
My mistake.
Doesn't look comfortable out there at the moment, Alex. It's scratchy.
Yeah. Yeah, it is a bit of a scratchy start, but they all fucking count.
Yeah.
If you're getting your eye in and you both get involved in the 30-point partnership while you're still getting your eye in, it's knocked off half the.
That's it. Doesn't matter, does it?
What do they put on? 100, just over 100 now.
Yep.
So that's key partnership. Many there at Shark Park today? Packed?
Sold out again.
Yeah?
11,900, I think.
Yeah,
That
nice.
was about all we could
Yeah,
handle.
me needing had a beer at Northies, Savo. Thought you might have been floating around, but
No, I was up at the Casbah.
rock the Casbah.
Good joint, actually. Had a good snitty and some mash.
Is that the go-to pub for most of the Shark alumni? Ooh, inside edge onto the body for Kerry.
Not particularly. Like, I don't really. That's probably the third time I've ever been there in my life, and I've lived there for 3 years.
Yeah.
It's a good spot.
So where are you at now?
I'm in Gaimea,
Oh, hello.
so it's up the road.
You're in the hood.
Yeah.
What gravy do you have on that snitty?
Just regular gravy.
Mm,
But I'm a dipper. I don't put it on.
regular gravy. Yeah, that's all right.
How good's a snitty and mash though?
Yeah. So that's. Do you have mash and chips or do you have mash and veg?
They didn't give
just
me the
mash?
option to have mash and chips, but I would have done that. So I
Okay.
went mash veg.
Yeah, I go mash veg, pepper sauce. Oh,
Shut the gates.
actually they did. We had pretty good pizza, ham pineapple pizza, and garlic bread. It was like this garlic bread puff thing. It was just it was fucking mad.
Is
Northies.
that all this? Yeah,
Yeah,
they got good
good.
food too, actually.
I'm thinking we should get two things going. If we can get a couple of good questions in from the viewers or handful of likes, I think we should be able to get Pete Fowler to eat a snitty with a bit of gravy. He's never had gravy on a snitty.
No, I don't think that will happen.
You think it'll happen?
Nah.
That's sacrilegious.
Pete Fowler, if you're out there, mate, can you please come to the party, put a bit of gravy on your snitty?
Nah, he's set in his ways. If he doesn't want sauce, he doesn't have sauce.
So it doesn't have anything on it.
Nah.
No sauce.
Nah, no sauce. He's
See,
no
that's
sauce.
rare.
Just real knows what he wants, and that's just
I
what he
respect
has.
that, but that is so strange.
Yeah, oh mate, I'm a big extras man.
Yeah,
Sauce,
same.
fucking.
Condiments.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Pepper, salt. Oh.
If I go to Macca's, I'll buy 5 sauces just as backup at home if they have, if they ever forget it. So it's always there. 'Cause I cannot eat it without it.
Yeah, but you confuse yourself because you come home
Oh,
after a big
shut.
night at Northies or the Casbah.
Oh, that is a good hit.
You come home.
It's gone straight. Was that Kerry?
Yeah. No,
No,
it was-
Kawaja. Straight down the ground for a maximum.
Oh, very good.
The king is away.
Have you ever thought of coming home and just like getting the toast happening and just from that?
5
sauce
for
on the toast?
328.
No.
You haven't lived.
Oh,
You throw Macca's
I haven't.
sauce just on a bit of toast.
That's
Because if it's magic stuff.
What, like chicken,
Oh,
like McChicken
yeah,
sauce?
If
Or Big Mac sauce?
So if you come home from a big spell at the pub, and you come home, you think, what am I going to eat? You smash, so it doesn't
Yeah.
matter. Like, just get the Macca sauce out and throw it on toast. Because if it's good sauce, should make anything taste good.
okay. Interesting.
It's worth a go. I'm now. You're thinking hard about this.
Yeah, I'm thinking about. I'm trying to imagine what it would taste like. I'm usually like there's a 7-Eleven across the road, so I'm usually get a meat pie or a sausage roll after a couple of sherbets.
Slow cooked beef pie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, how
Oh,
good.
yeah.
Hey, 7-Eleven's done something good.
And then they've got the beef, cheese, bacon sausage rolls, and like the melted cheese inside of it. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good stuff.
Yeah, they've also got the traver with bacon and cheese traver.
Yes.
Not a bad thing.
Yeah, I'm the pepper steak. 420 pepper steak at the servo.
Yeah.
Pie. That's the go-to.
Usually you don't. Do
Sometimes with the bacon and cheese in it.
Do due to petrol prices, we usually don't give them a shout out, but some of them have got some good beer food, drunk food.
Were they looking at the balls?
Yeah,
Usman just hit the fucking leather of this and taken it out of shape.
It's flat in the side.
I think it might have landed on concrete wherever he put it.
Oh, look at the scene. They've been picking at it.
Oh, it's landed on concrete. So it's landed on.
Then on
Beautiful,
the road.
beautiful start here from the boys. We've already put on 17 for the morning.
At the backyard cricket, I've seen a tennis ball hit Mickey Mabry in the back of the head and flatten out. We've had to replace one of those. Like concrete, back of Mickey Mabry's head.
Fucking hit him in the head, he'll get stuck in his mullet.
Is you still with us, the Mabry?
Yeah, I think so. Be tuning in. Loves it. Rabbit leader. Barmy Army chant. There's only one Daniel Arnold.
Oh.
There's only one Daniel Arnold. We had a packet of smeeks, some packet of sweets and a cheeky smile.
Shout out to Rab.
The rabbit leader. Where you from, Rabbit? What city you from in England, mate? I'm gonna have a guess and say, what? Say from London somewhere. Luton. Is that in London? I don't even know if it's in London.
Who do you follow, mate? Who do you follow in the EPL in the football? Might give it away. Gives a hint.
Another single there for Khawaja. 135, I think he moves to. 329 for 5, the Aussies.
Try by 64.
So a good start. Very good start to the morning session.
I tell you, I went to Edgbaston in 2019 for the Ashes.
Did you?
Yeah, day 4.
Yeah, that's right. I do vaguely remember that.
Because we couldn't get first 3 days.
Mm.
We got day 4 and we saw a Travis Head 50. We saw a Steve Smith ton. Saw a couple of wickets. I think we declared that day, I think, as well. So we got to see a couple of overs. Sat next to this old pommy bloke.
We were fucking 8 for 128 in that first innings and still won by 250. I think it was smudged ton in each innings.
Yeah.
Oh,
It was ridiculous, that series.
Would have been good entertainment. Sitting
First one
next
back.
to the Pommy Spectator.
Yeah, he was
the rabbit is from London
one of those
indeed.
old classic bloke. He had his old book with all this cricket stuff in it, and he's like, I've been sitting in this seat for like 20 years or whatever, and
Get through.
it's a nice shot.
We've got cover. Deep cover. 330 for 5. Kerry looking good now.
See, every time he, if he had have got up to get a beer, while he was up getting a beer, I would have sat in his seat, just so he could say someone else has been in that seat.
Yeah.
It was me.
I don't think he appreciated the shorter form of the game. It was one of the old schools, Test cricket's it.
Purist.
We actually had one of the boys got on the field at lunch.
It was a good rock.
Jesus. When they get those big inflatable balls and the big inflatable stumps.
Yeah.
And so him and some Pom, they like versed each other and both threw him down, and he won. He got it, and I think he won some gift card or something, or like a pack of beers or something. He's like, I can't have them. I don't live here, because they didn't have it on hand. So, but it was good fun.
Wow.
It was the only time I spewed in the entire of my 6-week trip in Europe was at the cricket.
At the cricket, yeah. That can happen. So a good start, guys. I think it's 3 overs have been bowled this morning, or tonight, our time. No, 4 overs. 5 for 330.
4 overs and 8. What have we put? 20 odd on?
So 19.
At 82 leads
19 off 24 rocks for the morning.
Shrunk already.
Kerry 58. Khawaja 135.
Well, if it's an over start, it's a start all the same, isn't it?
Rabbit leader. Daniel Arnold, I'm a big time Brennan's 11 fan and favourite player is Brendan. Get in the queue, Rabbit. Love you, Rabbit. Good man.
Well,
You know what's up. You know what's up. You know who the king is.
So the Rabbit's got to have some love for me playing for how's that?
Yeah, I wonder. Yeah. Who's your favourite T20 side? If I'm your favourite player, then I would suspect that maybe he's a how's that fan. So he must have love for me, you, and Costa.
It's a bit of love.
Big love.
Also the tall tree there. He's
He missed this Australia Day campaign that's about to be released on YouTube. We had Cade Cook fill in for Costa Sabas. We won't give out how that tournament went. Very good tournament, as always.
All I can say is there's a lot of these. You can see that. Bit of beer.
Always.
And
Always.
these.
And what is it? Always a day for it.
Always a day for it.
And these.
Shot.
Socks.
Shot. Kerry cuts one away through point. This is a great start to the day.
The shot on Kerry and the socks on bowling.
The
Look at
better
these.
beer
You
sponsors.
love them, eh?
I love them. I'm wearing them out. I need a new pair.
So if you're listening, guys,
That's all I ask.
Pete will work his magic. Fucking good start, lads.
It's a good shot. Is there a bit clouds? Is it clouds in the back there?
Yeah, look, it said it's going to be, they reckon thunderstorms in Edgbaston later today. So,
That's why the declaration may come
well,
about
shot.
again.
There's another one through mid-wicket now.
Oh.
Back-to-back boundaries for Kerry. Races along to 66. The boys 5 for 338.
Fantastic strike play. Absolutely brilliant. Trailing by 55. He's absolutely hammered.
Yeah. He's middled it. Hold the pose, Alex.
Did you see that shot from Stark in the World Test Championship final where he's pulled it and that camera work was just... Anyone see it? I think it was on maybe the fourth day. Oh, no,
Oh,
Kerry gone.
Jimmy.
Oh, he's through him.
Jimmy Anderson has gone straight through him, and Kerry's knock comes to an end on 66. Hold on, let's check the no ball, though.
Did he play it on?
I think
or
he-
did
yeah, I
he
think-
play inside it?
I think he might have got an inside edge, but Kerry
Might have hit
goes.
His pad
Hey?
hit something. There was two noises.
Yeah, I
for
think
sure.
this is...
It's a good ball.
That's it. No, it's,
Oh, it's
Oh,
yes.
it might have just got
Flick
the pad on the way
flick
through.
the back pad.
I don't think you bother checking the front foot. It looked
Oh, no, we'll check it. Let's just something.
Jimmy doesn't usually do that.
No.
He's too good.
So the first wicket of the morning, Kerry goes for 66. Australia 6 for 338, trailing by 55 runs. So this is going to be a tight. You know, I had $7 left over in my sports bet account, so I put $7 on the tie.
Did ya? What was
Yeah.
that paying?
Bet. That's a good bet.
500 to 1. So
No way.
yeah, the rain's going to fuck that. It won't be match won't be finished.
Being over there, you should be allowed to bet on the rain.
You probably can over there. Rabbit leader. Which state are we in? We're in New South Wales, mate. We're in Sydney, New South Wales.
The greatest state in the world.
Mm.
Go the Blues.
And if anyone tells you Queensland is, mate, tell them to get fucked.
Oh, absolutely fucked.
Rabbit leader, yes.
I've got to tell you, if the rabbit keeps asking questions like where do you live, what's your address, what's your bank details, I'd have to switch around and say that he may be from a different country trying to rob us.
Yeah, Nigerian prince.
I got done the other day with that.
Did ya?
Yeah.
No way.
Some bloke hacked into my phone and had all these nudes from me that I'd
You're joking.
yeah.
For real.
And he sent them to me going, I've got all these. I'm going to send them to every single person that you know on Instagram, like 800 people.
Yeah, as if
Unless you pay me X amount of dollars. And
you
I
went,
was
mate,
like-
they've already been sent, you
I was
fucking
like, yeah, I
dickhead.
was like, mate, I don't give a shit if anyone sees my cock. It's not worth any dollars to you. You do what you got to do.
Yeah.
And I hung up, and he kept calling me back, and I was like, mate, I don't give a
So-
shit.
Yeah.
It's just me cock.
So
Yeah.
mum and dad.
Hey, it's probably gonna do me good rather than
Yeah.
So mum and dad have seen it. The backyard cricket boys, they've seen it. Right? You can't hurt me.
No,
It's-
I was going to
you
say,
can't-
like, what's the worst? It's like, I'm not going to get fired because you've leaked my nudes. So he's like, I'm going to send it to your work. I'm going to send them to your mum and your dad. And
you're gonna make you a martyr. You're gonna be a hero.
yeah, someone might see and go, you know, I could take a slice of that.
Oh no, it's me auntie. Shit.
Yeah. Only by marriage.
Oh, we're not. Yeah, sorry, we're in
It's only
New South Wales,
only
not
by
Tasmania.
marriage.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yes, Brendan, I follow and support all of the teams you're in. Oh, guys.
Yeah.
I must say though, I love Arnold's passion. He's in the batsman's face sometimes. Love that competitiveness. Yeah, he's good. It's usually Juzzo's face.
Yeah.
You do like a send off. You're very good at the
Yeah.
send off. You do.
Usually
You
the
love
big,
a send off.
The big hand, the
Yeah.
big point usually. Back to the pavilion. There's
Yeah.
Oh, Anderson in two.
Ooh.
Cummins first rock. I think it was a bouncer. and he sways out of the way of it or does something.
What the rabbits, I think what he would enjoy, if there was an uncut version and he could hear what I actually say.
We probably
Yeah, look.
probably couldn't release that. Some of the stuff that gets said.
Yeah.
Oh, he's
Yeah, I'm a bit nervous about live streaming stuff from now on because that's where we're going.
Yeah. That's an interesting way to play that.
I do take a lot of my banter from Thomas the Tank Engine books. So it's not that bad. You know?
Thomas was very angry at the batsman.
Oh.
Anderson in again, good rock. Well defended by Cummins, the skipper.
They squared him up a little bit.
Captain,
there,
my captain. So the end of it successful over there from the Poms, 6 for 338 after 99. So, yeah, big next half an hour here. If we can just weather the storm.
I think we're almost getting comfortable sitting here on the lounge thinking, yeah, this is looking all right.
Yeah, and it just one moment changes the whole complexion. Where you at, Maybury? You at home? Shed?
He's out in the back shed.
Yeah. How about Timmy Zoo today?
That was.
Did anyone see it?
Yeah.
No, my nephew, they paid to get it and said, I've just paid for a minute 30 seconds.
Yeah. 70 and it was not even.
Sometimes I do my best work in a minute and 30 seconds.
Oh, show offs! What are you, marathon men? Are you?
Oh, the Poms loving it.
Fuck them.
They're good over there. They're good fun.
Yeah, they would be.
When we went out after the game, just to a club, and all of them were had been to the game, and they all had sandpaper, or they had shirts with Smith's face crying, and they were just getting stuck into it because obviously there was about 5 Aussies there to 1,000 Poms in this club, and they were giving it to us. But it was all in good jest. So have a great time. I'd love to go back and do it. It was so much fun.
Yeah, I think it's on the bucket list, isn't it? Like an away Ashes trip in England.
There's another.
No. That was
the replay.
I think it's Cameron Green. That was a great rock.
He played all around that too. Oh. He's got a brain fart in him still, Cam. I know he's really young still, but
he'll
lose his concentration and stuff like that. I know it's a good ball, but he's got to figure that out to take
a bit
the
like
step.
Daniel Arnold gets to 30 odd and gets himself out.
Bit of brain fart there.
Yeah.
Might be old age. Sometimes I'll forget where I am.
Surely big scores right around the corner for you as well. You would have. Actually, I won't. That video is going to be released soon. But fuck you. I think the amount of times you've made 30 in the last couple of years, I reckon it's got to be at least half a dozen.
That's all you need though for your opening bat, isn't it? You get that 30, you get the team off to a good start. The other team's on the back foot going.
Yeah. Well, one I enjoyed a couple of seasons ago was I hit about that many roughly, but I was in there for about 30, nearly going on to 4
You
cycles.
blocked it. You were knocking them back for ages.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah, the amount of stick I got, I enjoyed.
What that third test last year?
Yeah.
That's what broke us. Yeah.
Oh,
what was that?
Spank that, Paddy.
Yeah.
The amount of shit, and I was just loving it. And
that's all we had by the end of it. We're just like this prick.
You might have done 2 or 3 cycles. I think.
I was heading towards the 4th cycle. Yeah.
How'd you get out that one?
I think I face edged one.
No, Maybury got bowled you.
No, it did.
Oh, what happened there? Another drop catch, I think.
It did. It was.
I think Maybury knocked you over and then wanted to send you off after you'd pretty much won the test series for your side.
I swing the bat at his head.
Yeah, I think something. Yeah. Oh, that might have been the one dayer with Juzzo and. Oh fuck.
Oh, no chance.
No chance.
Yeah, it was. I had to swing the bat to keep them fools away from me.
Riley Farmer, the Australia will get all out for 350. I disagree. I reckon we'll get very close to 400. But having said that, a couple of quick wickets. So 3-9 for 6 after 100 overs. Yeah. Get that microphone close to you, mate. Rabbit reckons you're. Daniel is very, very quiet. Or even just turn yours up. What number are you? You would be. That's
What?
1. This is 3. You're 2. Just punch 2 up. Because you tend to speak a little bit further away. Yeah, about there. That'll do.
Rabbits, how's that work?
Bit of ASMR.
Oh yeah, what's that? We were talking about that last night. What is it like, the sound porn or whatever it is?
I actually don't mind it. It gets me to sleep.
Is that what it is? It just calms you, is it?
It's just about a bit of calm. It's like meditation, but you're kind of listening to people talk shit. But it is weird.
So Rabbit hasn't told us who he follows in the football in the English Premier League.
So he's from London, so I reckon he's an Arsenal man. Who do you support in the Premier League, Rabbit?
Arsenal or Tottenham?
What about yourself, Riley? Where are you from, bud? Riley Farmer. What is your next cricket series? Well, the next one to re-release, we've got the third Test match, a couple of parts of the third Test match to re-release, and then we've got the Straight A T20 Big Bash to come out on YouTube. So that'll be next one released.
Look at those.
Malcolm Mabry actually just
numbers.
walked out of the shed.
And
I bet he did.
1, 2, 3. Can't remember his name by now.
Do you reckon this will be it for Jimmy after this? He wanted one more Ashes. Reckon he?
Fuck, how long can he keep going for? Mate, he'll be lucky to play back-to-back Test matches in most series.
Who's their like?
Look at this cluster of balls here.
Well, they've got
That's quite good.
well, they've got Mark Wood, who's in the traps.
I love Mark Wood.
You've got
Look at that.
Look at that.
Does that look like a snooker racking of balls there?
he's the king, isn't he?
He's the best.
Like the
Still no
last
Glenn
person-
McGrath, but
No,
That's what I was about to say. The last person who could do that.
he couldn't do it around the world. When he comes to Australia, he gets battered.
he did okay. I think the last series they came over, he didn't play every. I think he played maybe 3 tests. I think he did okay with the pink ball. I know he played that pink test and he took a couple.
Oh shit! Look at me scoreboards all over the fucking shop. 6 for 440. I've got it. Wow, I'd love that.
He's called it. You got $7 on that?
Yeah.
Sorry, Broad, 2 wickets.
I'm thinking Paddy might be going soon.
What do you reckon he'll get himself out?
Yeah, I think so. He doesn't look.
He's a fighter though.
He's a fighter and he's a captain, but I don't know what do you think happened to his batting? Because he was averaging near 30 for when he kind of came in, and he could really.
I don't know. Like he's the best bowler in the world, just about. So I'd rather him just focus on that.
Oh, for sure. But I mean,
Yeah, I don't know. He still makes some odd scores here or there.
his average is right down there because it was near about 25 when he was playing really well with the bat, and he's kind of fallen off a cliff. Oh Jesus!
Oh, he's guided that nicely. What are you talking about? Look at that. That's fucked his average, Tony. Come back for 3.
Have a look what he's
Beautiful
averages.
running.
Threw a spanner in the works at soccer yesterday, Bowl.
What's
Didn't play in goals due to a slight injury in the
Slight
wrist,
hand injury.
and sat on the bench for I think 78 minutes roughly. Was on the field for about a minute and a half and put one in.
Oh, you're playing up front.
40 years as a goalkeeper, go on the field once to score a goal.
So
not
you
fair, is
chose the wrong profession. You should the wrong apparatus of that profession.
Well,
you should have been a fucking striker.
I did speak
Tall
to the
timber
boys.
up top. Bit of Peter Crouch about you.
I did speak to the boys. I said if I had been on the field and not in goals for 40 years, imagine how many goals I would have scored. And someone said just that one. You're probably right.
Well, your games to goal ratio is pretty good.
Yeah, you just say that. You've only got one game.
Well, we're
to go
talking
off.
about Premier League. Rabbit leader, embarrassed face. I'm a long-time Leeds supporter.
Yeah,
Bowling,
no,
just remind Rabbit who you go for.
Leicester City, mate. So I'm with you there.
They feel the pain.
Yeah, it's
They reckon Rodgers is going to take Postecoglou's job at Celtic. He's going to go back to
I
Celtic.
don't know why he go, but he got absolutely lambasted when he left. They gave it to
Well, it's
him.
the same as fucking what they're doing to Postecoglou now. Like,
Not as bad because he
So
left
he-
mid-contract and
So he wins 3 titles and they said he was shit.
no, they want him to stay, and then when he goes, they just can't accept that the Scottish League is. Like, I'm a Celtic supporter. The Scottish League ain't the Premier League. If the Premier League come knocking,
you
you're
go.
fucking going, mate.
Yeah.
You go.
Like, hello.
Tottenham Hotspur, a Big Six club on paper.
Yeah,
come knocking,
you've got to. Yeah,
You got to go.
mad not to.
I know they some Celtic go Paddy
Oh, where's that gone?
for 6, I think.
Tie.
That's huge.
It's long.
That's gone a long
all the
way. It's
way.
6. On you, Paddy Cummins, Captain Planet. He's our hero. Gonna
Wow.
take
Trailing by
pollution down
44.
to zero.
That's gone down quick, hasn't it?
Yeah, motoring along this morning, boys. I'd love to put fucking 440 back up there, but
It looked a bit low on the bat. That's why it looked like it wasn't going.
Moen's finger must be struggling here.
Bang. Oh, no, he's crushed it. He's just gone very high. Look, Rabbits shouldn't be ashamed being a lead supporter. Like
They'll be back.
they said that last time they got relegated, and it took them 25 fucking years.
Yeah, well,
Well,
everyone
not
sort
20
of got-
years.
I reckon everyone's got a bit of love for Leeds in there.
Not United fans.
United fans. But we know what we think of United fans.
No one
Mhm.
cares about United.
Jack Sullivan, Coco, I read a rumour that you are hung like a horse and my goalkeeping baby. Can you confirm?
Well, my second language is horse. Just to confirm that, there's a bit of
Shot.
He's
There we
gone
go.
for
Talking
this.
about Cummins batting, he's hit back-to-back Zacks.
Oh, Jesus.
Shut up,
Beautiful.
Shut up, Josh. He
No,
said.
keep spraying him.
Well, he's got the average now. He averages 15 in tests.
Beautiful.
So he's
Cummins 15 off 14 rocks. Australia 6 for 355.
it's clear they've come out with that aggressive intent to try and get this deficit down as quickly as possible, isn't it?
I think there must be rain about. I did look at the weather slightly, and they reckon massive thunderstorm warnings for later in the day. So, yeah.
Well, at least we get this first session in. That'll
Oh, nearly hit fucking.
So Jack Sullivan, our baby, is he back in the country?
He's back.
Yeah. When did you get back, Jack?
I think he was back. He's been back for a week or so, I think.
Week?
Dogged me for the UFC last week. I was unavailable anyway, but solid. Cummins 15, Kawaja 137. The Aussies 6 for 355, trailing by 38 early on day 3. What do we got here? Riley Farmer, Australia should have played Mitchell Stark. Thoughts, boys? He went. He's not injured, so I think it's because he went for tap in that World Test Championship final, and he was, and he was, yeah, it wasn't. He could never land the ball on the spot.
But he's never
2
been
balls
able
in
to
a
do
row.
that.
Yeah, but when he's on, he's usually going across, and then that big one in
Yeah.
across, and he was just too full, too short, and he was getting peppered. So I think that's where he got.
That's what you get with him, and you've got to
Yeah,
just accept
yeah,
that he's
sometimes,
going to be
yeah.
erratic sometimes, but then he can take 4 wickets in no time. So
Yeah,
It's a bit like Rabi Albasha. One off the pitch, one off the pitch, one off the pitch, one over the fence, one off the pitch.
and then
And then a
absolute-
Jaffa.
Yeah, he's going off now, Moen.
Yeah.
His
So something-
fingers. Yeah,
welcome back to Test cricket, champ.
you wouldn't see me doing that.
Yeah, look, I'm happy with the side we've picked. I mean, at the moment, yeah, maybe Stark for the batting depth, but
You've got to back your batters to do the job though. If you start relying on your tail for runs,
yeah, 100%.
you've got bigger problems than that.
Yeah,
Shot.
get through. Oh, they've got cover down there.
What do you think of this stuff, Bob?
I thought I saw that on the when I
Oh,
was,
that's right. Sorry, you've got a mullet too.
I was
now.
watching day 1. I was like, has Coco got a bit of a mullet going here?
I've got a little bit of something different happening today. I can't tie back yet, but the missus has let me. I feel a little,
Oh, you got the.
I feel pretty. I've got something there holding back. What do you think of that, Brenner?
You look like a Colombian drug lord.
Yeah.
That's what he's going for.
Once the
Oh, you do too. You've got the Luis Garcia,
once the ponytail.
the Harry
goes in-
Kuehl. Give us a look in the camera for that. Get a bit closer and show the viewers that.
Once the ponytail comes in, that's what you're going to be looking at.
Oh yes, yeah, Dad. You prima donna. Yeah, go down. No, go down here. Give us a look at that. Turn the head to the side. Oh, oh, Luis Garcia. You can tell, obviously, you can see the logo there. So Kogo's a Liverpool fan. Wow, Dad, looks good. What we got?
So I had that in. When I knocked that ball in. So it's
It's a bit of good
Yeah,
luck.
now you've scored 1 goal. You think you're a fucking
I'm Harry Kuehl.
mad cunt, fucking Harry Kuehl football player.
You're gonna have to wear it day one, first test in a couple of months.
I
Get
think
through,
by that
gone
time
through
it
again.
Might be long enough to
Yeah, it might
tie
be
back.
actually.
Cummins with a handy little captain's cameo here. Moves to about, we got 2 there, so moves to 17.
The missus has been on me back.
358 for 6.
358 for 6. Off 102. The missus has been on me back. Get a haircut because 20 years I've been with her, I've had
Pretty short.
the fade, the short back and the sides. And I saw bugger it. I made a promise to my T20 captain, Brendan Scott. How's that? So I'm going to grow it long. And he said, you won't grow it long. And I'm growing it long.
Yeah.
The missus, she hates it until I put that in. And because everywhere I go, I've been putting a hat on.
Yeah.
And she doesn't like me wearing a hat when we go out. So she's been on me, and I put this thing in and walked out, and she's looked and she's gone, I like that. I said,
There we go.
get off my back.
Oh, yeah, Dad.
Gotta keep you in place. Gotta keep you in check sometimes.
So thoughts, boys? We've lost the early wicket, but we've motored along. It's 359, so we've put on, what's that, 48 runs in about 8 overs, 8 and a bit overs.
Not at all.
Yeah.
So we're getting on with it.
With the spinner off now, is that it's going to be two pace attack again?
Yeah, it'd have to be.
Yeah, unless they want to go Joe Root. Yeah.
He's handy with the ball. He should bowl more.
Yeah, he is actually.
He gets a nice dip. Just like that natural flight and dip he gets on his trajectory is really handy. Hard to pick.
Riley Farmer, you are the best backyard cricket YouTube channel in the world ever. Thanks, mate. Appreciate it.
Cheers, Farms.
Just love the game. Just a big group of mates that just love what we do, love to get together, have a drink and play the game we love. And we're nothing without our supporters like you, mate. So thank you very much. That means a lot.
Absolutely.
Is cricket your favourite? Your cricket your favourite sport?
Oh, my 2 babies are, footballs in soccer and cricket. It's like trying to choose between my kids. Probably like if one of them's playing up and being a prick, I've got a favourite child one day, and then it's hard to pick. No,
it's funny. I miss playing cricket. I miss it, but I don't miss standing out in the field for 8 hours.
yeah, 100%.
But I did have it easy. I not too easy. I opened the bowl when I wasn't bowling. I was in first slip.
Yeah,
so
handy.
I never ran far.
Yeah,
yeah, I couldn't catch, so I was never in slip. I was hidden down fine leg. Actually, I was okay, but I could shell some.
Wasn't it funny when your team was short and you brought a ring in, and that ring in went fine leg to fine leg, and like if you had them in for 3 games in a row, like their missus must have been happy. They must have lost about 10 kilos going for fine leg to fine leg.
So I've always thought, I think cricket's the best sport in the world, but rugby league's my favourite.
Yeah,
there's a slight difference there. Crouching tackle.
For me, rugby league in the 80s was I think I enjoyed it more because the biff.
Yeah.
It was harder. You could really nail someone with your shoulder and do it fairly, but do it real hard and nail them. You do that now, and you don't play for 4 weeks. It's I still enjoy watching it, but not as I enjoyed it more.
Different style, I guess.
Yeah.
Of the sport.
Like the guys today, I don't think they could handle playing rugby league in the 80s, but in the 80s, them blokes couldn't keep up with them guys today.
So that's the difference,
That's the trade-off.
It's probably a better product now in general. Like, I know what you're saying, but I think, like, the game itself is probably, with the professionalism, like, the athletes are better.
Yeah.
So I think the aspect of the sport...
you don't mind seeing a biff, but the sport's not about the biff.
It's
about
byproduct of
athleticism.
Yeah.
And, in a contact sport, you're always going to have that kind of, particularly rugby league. But, like, when do you ever see it in rugby union? You know what I mean?
It's
you never really see. It's just a meatheads game, rugby league.
For fun on a Saturday or a Sunday, go down to Peter Wynn's football shop at Parramatta.
How good is it, eh?
Just go and look at his nose. That's all you need to look at. Just go in there, look up, look at his nose, and go shit, and then just go home. That's all you need to look at.
What's what they say? Like
it goes 4 different ways.
Playing professional sport would be obviously a privilege with the money and the fame and all the opportunities that come with it, but it destroys you. Like all these guys will have.
Yeah, but I think those blokes back then had a job and
Yeah.
played, and they got paid, but
Yeah, well, they were all garbos one day.
Yeah.
a lot of them
Kept them fit in the early morning, and then they could fuck off to training.
But
And
they'd still be drinking and smoking darts.
oh,
get up.
be drinking a case a day.
You get up at 3:30.
That's a real man, you know what I'm saying?
You get up at 3:30. You finish at 7:30. You get the early opener at Granville.
Yeah.
And you're away.
I think Skull said it on one of the back pages. He goes, if you weren't out till 1 a.m., you were served with a breach notice. All right, let's have a look. Yeah, look, to answer that, I don't know if I can. I guess it just depends on what mood. Nothing's better than waking up 4:30 in the morning for a Champions League final or something like that, or a World Cup final, even though I failed to wake up for this last year's World Cup final. But, yeah, I think I look forward to football events more. But having said that, I love the late night, just chilling out and watching cricket.
Yeah.
Just longevity. Like, you look forward to a whole long night of just watching it. So,
At
yeah,
night,
it is
as
hard.
opposed to when it's in Australia, like I wake up 10 a.m., get a bite to eat,
Well,
and just
yeah,
bonk on
like
the couch.
football's like the short, sharp event stuff, where
Mm.
cricket's you look forward to 6 weeks of just fucking cricket.
And because it's holidays too, I think that plays a part of it. Like you're off work, you're on the couch, it's hot, you're in just undies.
Yeah. Do you watch more? You watch more televised cricket when it's abroad like it is now, at this time, or when it is prime time Australian? Like if you're Saturday, Sunday, watch the whole day sitting on the lounge watching cricket.
Yeah.
If you've got to do stuff and like bang, the day's gone watching cricket.
Yeah.
Or would you prefer to be watching it up until 2 o'clock in the morning when you fall asleep, you get up and you've got your week? When do you watch more televised cricket?
I just fucking watch it until I fall asleep.
Just what-
Pretty much, yeah.
Probably equal.
So I watch more when it's abroad
Mm.
because the weekends with my job, I need the weekends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, sorry, yeah. Yeah, it's easier if it's prime time and you can kind of just, the day's done, you're winding down. Whereas, obviously, if a test match is during the day, more than likely you're at work or
Yeah.
doing whatever. And even if it's on a weekend, you're out doing something. If you're not at the cricket or watching it, you're most likely doing something with the missus or something. Going to the markets.
So I probably
Fucking hell, can we finish up? I need a beer and a cricket.
I probably watch a lot of other like nations play because it's on late at night. So I'll watch a lot of South Africa or a lot of India or the Poms when Australia's not playing. I've probably watched that more than I ever have in the last few years, just because of that reason. So I can just put that on the telly, or I'm cooking dinner and it's on my phone, and
Yeah.
I like to keep up to date with how everyone else is going.
Yeah.
I like to. Sometimes did you get a bit? About me, I can get a bit sick of watching Australia because we're always watching them.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Like, if Bangladesh are playing Zimbabwe and it's on telly, I'm watching it.
Yeah.
Have a look.
Like I like because then you've got a bit of info behind you when they do come over to Australia. You go, I've watched this bloke bat for 5 tests. You know, I know who's good or who's bad or who's doing what. I like that, having that that knowledge, I guess.
Yeah. Going back to football, have you ever watched highlights of Pele and a lot of the tackles that he had to
Had to cop.
Yeah.
cop? That even today.
It's the same argument with the footy with NRL in the 80s. It's
Yeah.
the same thing.
Well, that still exists.
Swinging arm. Just
Bankstown District Soccer is. If you want to see it, they still do it. It's awesome. It's if you're a spectator watching Bankstown District football and it's a 0-0 draw, it was still entertaining because
Yeah.
17 people got kicked.
Yeah.
and the fight's breaking out in the sideline.
Fights on the side.
But Daffer in the spotlight recently. All right, let's see if we've got any. Riley Farmers from South Australia. I'm a Woodville West Torrens Eagles fan. It must be the local fit bar team, AFL, and an Adelaide Crows fan.
Crows.
Riley Farmer, can Australia go back-to-back in the ICC World Test Final? Why not?
No one's going to be close to us, really. Test cricket in particular, I think across the board's in a poor state.
Well, we start our summers against Pakistan and the West Indies.
We'll flog both of them.
Yeah.
Unless Barbara Azam goes mental.
And
Which
even
he
then,
could.
And even then, if he goes mental, no one else is going to go with him. So
Yeah. He's unbelievable to watch, when he's on.
Coco's going for the Mount Druitt special with that haircut. That's Jack Sullivan.
Jack Sullivan. I've got a photo of top of Jack Sullivan's hair. Looks like a little bit porcupine-ish. That was on the chat for
Oh, fuck off, mate.
Actually, if Jack wants to call me and I put him on speakerphone, could he give a fuck off, mate, into the microphone for the viewers?
You'll find out. If he's watching still, which I think he is. He'll give you a yell and then you can put it in there. Oh, fuck off, mate.
Jack, if you want to give the world a bit of a fuck off, mate, give us a call and I'll put you on speakerphone.
Michael Bainbury, what's the boys most looking forward to for the future of backyard cricket? There we go.
Here we go, folks. Just get this guy on speakerphone. You there, Jack?
Fuck off, mate.
I hope the viewers out there, Jack, we love you, and I'm hanging up.
Oh, well in, Jack.
How
Good
good
stuff.
is Jack Sullivan?
Great man.
Fuck off, mate. What are the boys most looking forward to for the future of backyard cricket? Well, at the moment, as things stand right now, looking forward to that Ashes series. And a follow-up question there from Riley Farmer. Will New Zealand come back and play against the WCG? There will be an announcement soon about that as well, mate. Huge. That could even be arguably bigger than the Ashes. But what do you reckon, guys? What are you looking forward to? The future of backyard cricket. Where do you think it's going? Where do you think we can achieve with this?
Michael Mabry flicking that hair around like a madman and drinking beers.
So an OnlyFans?
OnlyFans. I don't want to look like it's going that way. And for people who can't see me, it's going that way.
You've got to be careful with doing stuff like that.
But yeah. Look, you've got to just put your head right around how big this series coming up is going to be. And it's going up from that, and this is huge.
The fact that you've got teams willing to fly across like England are coming from England, ironically enough, but to fly halfway across the world to play backyard cricket says that there's something about this that, and I think the end goal is always a backyard cricket World Cup and a regular backyard cricket World Cup every couple of years or something.
Could you imagine if this happened a couple of 100 years ago and they would have had to sail across? And it's
6-week tours.
6-week tour.
That's amazing that they used to do that, Like Don Bradman, they'd be on a boat. They'd be on a boat in 6 weeks. I think it used to take. I think it was something like that. 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Just to play cricket.
Oh yes,
and just to get this disgusting ball thrown at your head,
and probably have half the tour rained out.
Because they didn't cover the pitches back then, either, did they?
No.
6-week tour to see rain. It's Gilligan's Island, isn't it? It's sail all that way to watch Ginger walk around the beach.
Yeah, they've got it pretty good now, don't they? They're on probably first class, business class. Fly over to England, take your family with you, get paid $1 million.
Well, how long?
Yeah, tough gig, isn't it?
How long is the flight to go across?
Probably
England. Can you fly direct now? Can you fly direct to London or something?
Maybe they can. I had to stop. We had to change over, but I didn't go to England.
Where do you go? You mostly go to like Dubai or something.
Yeah,
or
I think that's where we went,
or something like that.
Yeah,
I've missed a single there. I think it's 6 for 361, 362. Jeez, get your fucking act together, Scott.
Well, Singapore, would that be a main fly to area to redirect?
Yeah, it would have been. Dubai is a big one for Europe. That's probably one of the main ones, and that airport is massive.
Yeah. What, Dubai?
Yeah, it's huge.
I've watched a few docos on it. It's fucking
They had these like smoking sections inside the airport, and it was probably the most horrendous thing I've ever seen.
Me and Whitey, when we went to Thailand, the one in Kuala Lumpur. My goodness, you walked in there, you just didn't have to have a durry.
Couldn't see.
You didn't have to have a durry because you just had 10.
Yeah.
It was disgusting.
Wow.
Yeah.
It was like a sauna. Like you go in, like steam, but it's just city.
Sting
I don't know what was going on in there, but there's no filtration.
In your eyes,
it was awful. Right. I didn't think I finished my durry when I went in there. I was like, I won't be doing that. Like, you just stink. Smoking's not good for
You
you.
walk in one side and you walk out the other side with patches on. So
Might be a good way to quit.
but I
Tom
remember-
Doy, when is Bangladesh backyard team coming over? Hey, you never know. There's a scene in Sri Lanka. There's a massive scene in India and Pakistan. There was a South African team we were in contact with. There was a West Indian team. This was pre-COVID. So,
Well,
yeah, I reckon in the next few years you'll get a backyard cricket World Cup going.
we could bounce it back at Tommy Doy, cult hero, Tommy Doy. When's he going to bring his kit down to the G and set it up and go wild?
Would you just have a drum off?
I could set if I set my kit up, Tommy he'd need a UBD to get around it. That's for the people of the old school. That's a book with maps in it.
Yeah, pre fucking
Pre pigeons,
what do you call it? What's it called? GPS.
GPS.
I miss playing the drums, Coco. I haven't played years.
Played in years.
Played them for 10 years and then haven't played for 10 years.
Wow,
Miss it.
that's It is. Music's one of those. If you can play an instrument, music's one of those things. If you haven't played for a while and you start playing, you're like, why haven't I done this for so many years? It's driving. Wow, why did I stop?
So I know once I play it again, I'll
Yeah, you do. You get the bug.
Yeah.
But we've got to have a bit. We've got to have a night at the G at Whitey's, where we'd have to like ask the neighbours and just set the band up in the backyard and just
They don't hate him
Drink.
enough
Might
already.
ask White first too.
they would just do it.
Tom Doy, I'll slap your skins any day. I assume he's talking about drums.
Yeah, I've got more than four. Yeah, I've got more than 4 drums, so that's more than 4 skins. That's
Shot. Was he?
Yeah.
Get through? Nah.
if anyone didn't know, that was a penis joke.
I'm sure they got that.
So sure they got.
Touch me on the penis,
I love
people.
to see. I love to see Tommy have a go on mine. 800 cymbals set up.
Jazz hands.
You play too, don't you?
I was back in it for a little bit. I haven't.
I saw you play. You posted a video maybe a year ago.
Yeah.
You can play.
Bit of toxicity intro.
Yeah, you can play.
That's what like. It's with anything. It's like the same as this setup. I wouldn't have had a fucking clue how to do this
Yeah.
2 weeks ago, and then just get on YouTube and watch
Play
like
around.
what is it, Vimeo for the drummers?
Drumeo.
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 Yeah. And you just get your notes back in and
There's plenty of stuff out there to just give you little bits to pick up here and there.
Tom Doy only if Brendan plays System of a Down. I can only play Toxicity intro, mate. The rest of it's although it's pretty repetitive. What's the time? Is that drinks or it might be an over before drinks? I think
Over before, I think.
6 for 362.
Well,
So
We'll ask Tommy if you know how to play a 4/4 beat on the drums. You've just covered 3/4 of the world's music. I think is he this? You think so, Tommy? Just learn a 4/4, and you can play in any band, anytime, almost any song.
oh, the alarm. Time to go to bed.
That was pay the electricity bill alarm. Knew I'd forget that. That's why I put alarm on for everything.
So you get a phone call in about 5 minutes, and the missus calling up saying the lights are off.
If I had a missus,
Too soon.
And girls, Bolly's
Bowling's available.
Ball's
guys.
available.
go.
4 gentlemen.
today's world.
Yeah.
Bolly's available for
Any and all.
Yeah, when it's a drought, mate, you take what you can get.
Just remember, ladies and gentlemen, dinner first. It's always
Yeah, I like to be wined and dined.
yeah, wine and dine.
Tom Doy, that's 100% of AC/DC songs. Tom Doy, when are you venturing out here, mate? We'll get you involved for the second test, or maybe even tomorrow night or fucking Tuesday night. Rain scheduled though, I might have to do it by myself. Another single there for Paddy Cummins, moves to 22.
Tuck around the corner.
Score 6 for 363.
Trailing by 30. Just sneak it up. Quali actually come. He hasn't snuck up on score. He belted a couple of sixes.
Well, what's that? That's 52 runs for the session already. We haven't reached drinks, so if we can maintain this, we've only lost to 1 wicket. So we could be, 4:15 for 7 at lunch. Another single to Khawaja, tucked off his hip through to mid wicket. 139 now for Khawaja.
Paddy at the moment doing the heavy lifting.
Yeah, Khawaja's happy to feed him the strike.
Yeah. As any good batting partner does.
So what's this partnership now? This is probably at about 30 odd.
Well, at least 22 at a minimum. That's how I always figure it out.
Quick math, yeah. Yeah, that's right. I went to 22 and then went, maybe Khawaja's put about 8 or 9 on.
Shots.
Get through.
Hasn't he made me look like an idiot? Paddy just come out, looks $1 million.
Fucking flat deck.
Not hard to make me look like an idiot, to be fair.
So the ball that you use is taped or half-taped tennis ball. My question, does that tape start to come off and is a new ball taken at any stage? What we do, Rabbit, we just tape up maybe 30-odd balls. The answer is no. Pretty good standard of tape here in Australia. There is, Matt White will attest to this. There is sometimes some double taping of balls due to laziness, sometimes due to ball tampering. But yeah, not really, mate.
It's hard, if there's a tampered ball in that bucket amongst 30 balls, go and find it.
Yeah.
Well done. But it depends on the format. Depends on whether there's a half-tape ball or everything's full taped. So all short forms, it's a full tape.
I don't think I've ever had a problem with any of the tape, but it holds up pretty good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like maybe the occasional one that's been around for a couple of series, but
it gets a bit loose and so
yeah. But then we just rip it off and retape anyway.
Yeah.
Doy's up for a stint here. Alex Stepien, where do I claim my prize for Uzi top run scorer? Sports bet at Dogs. I think he's got a bit of history with sports bet, old Steps. Well, the innings is not over yet, so
Paddy could come out and.
So at Steps, he doesn't go 1 out, so he goes multis, doesn't he? Has he got it in a multi?
I don't know. I think he was just. I don't know if he put it on or not. Hot Dogs up late won't know what hit him. Hot Dogs was up late. Wasn't that like the old Big Brother thing? Can you confirm that, Tom Doy? What was Hot Dogs up late? Was that something to do with Big Brother?
Steps is out there. How did you feel about Liverpool-Chelsea first round?
Is it?
Yeah, pretty sure.
You see Kai Havertz might be going to Arsenal for about maybe 20, 30 mil. Just saying that he wants to go.
Yeah.
Fuck, Chelsea are fucking shambles at the moment.
I know, and I'm loving it.
But look at their roster, mate. They've got to come good. Have they signed Pochettino as a manager?
Yeah, confirmed.
Yeah?
All right. Yeah. I haven't watched too much.
We signed the Man City assistant yesterday.
Enzo Maresca.
Yeah. A lot of the people in the journalism world and that on Twitter are saying you've got a good one there. So
assistant to
go.
Pep.
So
look, Arteta was assistant to Pep, and he's fucking nearly won the league. So you take that championship first gig. I think it might be his first gig as a main. I'm
I
not
think
sure.
he had one small gig that didn't quite work out, but
Okay.
he came back to Pep, and then Pep loves him. Apparently,
Well, look, if you run it off the format that Pep runs off, then you're going to have some all right football. You just got to get, if you've got the personnel. See, it's the problem with getting the personnel.
yeah. We've got the bones there of a good championship squad. Like people, obviously, Madison's going to leave.
The championship is stacked next year. The sides that are in there, it is fucking stacked because I think Sheffield Wednesday came back up. You've got Leeds, Leicester, Southampton, Sunderland, Middlesbrough, Blackburn Rovers, Millwall. Fucking it's stacked.
Wow.
A lot of ex-Premier League sides from recent years in there as well.
But at least, I don't know how it works for any financial fair play system in the championship, but Leicester been up for so long, they should have some dollars.
Yeah, I mean, and I think we'll probably get 50 million for Madison, which will help. We can probably get 2 or 3 good players out of that, and I think Barnes will go for probably 30, 40. We'll probably get 5 for Dennis Pratt, and there might be a couple others that might. And we've already shredded about 7 players who are out of contract are gone, so that's the wage bill helps with that. So we'll see how we go.
So apparently Postecoglou tried to get both Barnes and fucking Madison
mil.
for 50 mil.
I think we laughed him out. I think we knocked it back before it even reached our desk.
I don't think he realised the English inflation tag. Like Madison's 50 mil just off the bat.
Yeah.
And even Barnes would probably be close there as well.
About 35, 40. It's just hard because we're not in the Premier League. It probably dips both of their value a little bit, but I think we'll be okay. I have to believe that we'll be coming back straight away. I have to.
Yeah.
Well, how else
Otherwise,
are
how am I
you
going to
going
get through the day? I was going to get a Leicester tattoo if we stayed up. I was going to get Dean Smith tattooed on me if he kept us up. But I think I'm thinking about getting the little, like the fox, the symbol. I'm going to get that just down here, just a little one.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, that's your side.
Yeah, well, and it's going to be next to my shark.
It's just
from a Cronulla. So I'm going to have both of my teams there.
It's just funny in that, like, 2016 Leicester win the league. Then they actually made the quarterfinals of the Champions League the next year.
After we sacked Ranieri,
Yeah.
it was Craig Shakespeare just took over and he got us to a quarterfinal. And should have won that game. Should have won that.
Atletico Madrid?
Yeah,
knocked
we
us
got
out?
we got dudded in one of the legs.
So
I'm not bitter.
yeah, and then a
Win
few
an
years
FA
later,
Cup.
I think last year you just staved off relegation, didn't you?
No, we finished 10th.
Oh, did ya?
9th
Okay.
and 10th. We were okay. We finished strong, but the cracks were there.
Oh, well left. Yeah, and then this year you've just been fucking cactus.
Yeah, Rogers has got a lot to answer for on that, I think, but it's happened now.
What's your diagnosis on that?
I could stem it back all the way to when our owner died, because he was.
That's right. He died in the helicopter crash.
Because he was the head honcho. He was the businessman that had been doing this all his life, and his kid was 30 when he had to take over the business. Wasn't ready. Then COVID destroyed the company, King Power, because it's all like flights and stuff that relied on travel,
like freight stuff.
yeah, so stuff like that. So that burned them. So we didn't have the money to splash that we normally did, and I think we kept the squad for too long. We didn't refresh the squad, which Rogers, to his credit, he wanted, but we couldn't do it. But you've got to make do with what you've got.
Yeah.
It's still a good side. You can figure it out. And then we held on to him for too long. We needed to sack him probably 10 weeks prior, and we didn't, because the owner was best mates with him. So a lot of things that just kind of built up in a culmination of just that stuff, and it.
Oh, trust me, as a Newcastle fan,
Oh,
as a long-suffering Newcastle fan, we know.
Yeah.
We know. But yeah, it'd be interesting if you guys can bounce straight back up like we did
If we do,
and get taken over by Saudis and just fucking
well,
dominate
that'd
the
be
world.
handy.
So
Become the richest club in the world. Thank you.
is United been taken over, or is
I think
this-
they're close
it's
to.
just Speckies?
They're still fighting with that Sir Jim bloke. He wants them,
Glazers?
and yeah.
I think they're happy with the amount that's been thrown out.
Well, they're just happy that the bidding war's going, because it just means more money for them, doesn't it? I
And
think
they'll-
the Saudis will get it.
they'll let it go outright. They won't be shares.
Well, I think Sir Jim part of his offer was that they could keep a stake, or they'd have certain stuff still involved. Where I think the Saudis wanted to buy it outright, so they need to pay more than him. So I think that's where it's. I'm not 100%, but
Tom Doy, yeah, he confirmed that Hot Dogs Up Late was the big brother, watching people shower and all that business. Alex Steppen, I'd watch the Doyster shower. Hashtag OnlyFans.
Nice.
Haven't subscribed. $10 a month. Joe Wodgick, welcome. Wodgiano. Round the ground, Harley Cranes.
And the crowd.
Hello and good evening, gents. Lovely to be back at Nuff Park for another episode of Sips in the Slips. Wanker. How many Englishmen will be venturing down under later this year? Just the playing 11, or are that we expecting an army of followers?
I hope there's
Some of the
followers.
I would dare say some of the Barmy Army lads from Sydney will be getting around him.
Yeah, I hope so. Because there were some good lads there.
Young Fowsy and alike will get around for a beer and a carry on. Solid stuff here from the Aussies. 6 for 3.66.
Cummings 24.
Just slowed down a little bit, hasn't it? England have pegged it back. They're bowling well. Aussies are handling it though.
Will the Pommies handle the switch from the tennis court concrete to the turf of the G?
And I think the cauldron as well of that, the pressure that comes with when you walk out the bat and there's 50 people watching and everyone's
heat.
coming after you.
Oh.
Yeah, well, for their bowlers, they'll love it because they're on conducive, well, they're on fucking better conditions for bowling than what they were served up with the tennis courts. The batting, remains to be seen.
Can they get a run up when
Will they mark? No, they've pretty much mimicked our setup.
Yeah, but you can mimic it. But if you're bowling over the wicket, you've got to still step around 4 different things to get over the wicket.
Yeah, theirs is nice and flat, isn't it?
So it's a straight run in. We don't get a straight run in.
I think to come in and just have that off the bat, we've played there for years now. We know what it's like, what it feels like, how to where to stand, like all those little nuances that
to get an extra half a step in the run up or a little shimmy in your start, you still got to start behind the big man there, behind the umpire, and
there's just that little bit of like there's not a hill, but there's just a little bit of like a dip, you know. Always feels like you're bowling against everything.
Yeah, especially if you're going for a few early on in the over, you're like, fuck, pressure's on.
I guess that's good about being a spinner. I just walk into it. I don't need to.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've got to expect as a spinner that you're going to go for a bit of tap. Yeah. I mean, if you're playing alongside Todd Lavin, then you kind of go, phew, not the only one going to go for a bit of carnage today.
That's his hand. Look at his finger.
Yeah, right.
Ripped to shit.
Oh.
So Khawaja 139, Cummins 25, early on day 3. So a lot of cricket to come, hopefully, without the weather.
So did he bring that finger injury into the game?
No, I think they were saying because he hasn't played for so long that his finger's just not used to it. Because he's just ripping, obviously, his finger on it every ball. Nath gets it sometimes when he plays in India and he has to bowl 50 overs. It happens. You know, it's not human.
It's sort of like that thing when you go to the doctor and you say, mate, I touch here, it hurts, and I touch here, it hurts, and I touch there, it hurts. He says, it's because you've got a broken finger. Yeah, that's got to hurt. Everything you do,
It's funny that.
A little bit different when Jose goes to the doctor. He says, I can fix it with a needle, but you've got to stop doing it. So, shorts down, lad.
Do you reckon we'll get Juzzo out here?
I'd like to get him.
Get you and Mabry together. Coco and the Rat. It's been good chat so far, boys. You've done well.
I could talk underwater. That's the problem. Shutting me up.
Yeah, I think Whitey was good the other night. He was right into it.
Yeah.
A lot of excitement with the first day's play. Obviously, yourself and Coco, and myself, we don't mind a yarn. Getting us to shut up is a problem.
Yeah. So I've got to, when I do the Sharkcast pod, I've got to take notes. Otherwise, I just start rambling, and he needs to wrangle me in. So I've usually got notes on the game.
Yeah, but a lot of the time, like I get it myself when I was doing the mosh mic in the backyard. You can't. For me, if I could work off little points that are written down. You could have a glance down and say something, but most of the stuff is when I'm just about to, or just finished saying a little snippet, and something just pops in my head, and it's like, oh no, I've got to say it now.
Yeah.
So you just let it go.
Yeah.
And sometimes that's where the best stuff comes, when you go into that bit of rant or get off the track a little bit of what you're saying into a story that's.
Yeah, and that's what people want to listen to, right? They don't want to hear completely prepared and concise stuff. They want to hear if you got the shits or if you're happy, and people want to hear personality.
Yeah. When you're speaking as well, you do have sometimes a thousand things going through your mind of what you want to say and what you can't say and what you think needs to be said. And
well, I can't swear on the Sharks one, for example, so I've got that's always on my mind.
So sometimes, instead of thinking about just it running flowing out of your mouth and off your brain, you'd always just going, don't swear, don't swear, don't swear, fuck.
Well, I've got in my voice recording on the phone, because I could be just like being in the truck. You've got all the hours of the day, the radio, and nothing else really. I get shit that comes into my head, and I could just be sitting at the lights, and it'll just come into my head, and I think, oh, I've got to say that.
Yeah.
I can forget what it is in 20 minutes, so I get the voice recorder.
Just put it in.
And
there.
I just say it to the voice recorder, bang, and it's in there.
100%, that's a good idea.
And I haven't looked at it for that long. I would go in there and say, at that particular time, did I think that was funny?
Yeah.
You're an idiot.
Yeah.
But at the time, I put myself into tears, sitting there laughing.
Just delirious.
It's like the commentary as well. Like you have something in you like you want to say, and you forget it, and then you do say something else, and it comes back in your brain after you've done the commentary. You're like, fuck, I should have said that.
It's like when that thing of like being rude, where the other guy's talking, and you really want to say something just because you don't want to forget, but you're trying to be polite as well, not speak over someone.
Yeah, and then you it's gone. It's like fuck. And then the conversation's already done, and it comes back in your brain. You go, I remember what it was. But so we're looking, lads. It has slowed up a bit here. Last few overs. Yeah, Trail by 26, 6 for 367. Cummins 25, Kawaja 139. Feels like he's been on 139 for a while, Kawaja.
At least 20 balls, 13, 20 balls.
But he's still there.
Yeah, which is the main thing. I mean, it's only early on day 3, so there's a lot of cricket barring the weather to go.
The boys from Betterbeer have produced some doozies. Well, that's a standard.
Yeah, and they've got the newly released Arvo Ale. What is that, a bit more of a pale ale?
We're about to find out. And
that's hot as. There's more in the fridge.
No, that's cold.
You sure? I put them there.
No, Boz, fill that one.
I don't think it's as cold as you think it is.
I'll tell you what.
I wouldn't drink it.
They've been sitting there as props, you goose, for fucking 2 days.
It's fermented for 2 days. Is it like wine?
Well,
the longer it sits?
Yeah, I'm going to go for a beer run. Who wants one?
Yeah, well, mate, grab us one of these, because I'd love to tell the guys what Better Beer's produced here with the Arvo Ale, 4.2%, 355 mils, and I got to tell you, when those Pommies get over from the backyard cricket, I reckon 2 of those each, and they'll be pissed. Do you reckon that lolly water over there? A bit of difference, but that's...
Bit of difference. Fucking ice cold, champ.
It's not room temperature.
It's probably just the can. It is cold. Like, it's cold as in, like, it's fucking cold. Because it's winter.
It was cold down at Shark Park. I didn't have a jumper on too. I had the jersey on and these pants.
That's a rookie error from a seasoned vet like you.
Well, it's just, it was one of those things when I left the house, because we went to the pub earlier. So it was nice. It was good weather. I'm like, I don't want to cover up.
Flano's taken over at St. George. Joel being a St. George fan. What do you think of Ben Hunt walking out in the club? What's your thoughts, Bowl? Do you have any inside word as to why? Is it something to do with Flano? Timing seems suspect.
I think that he wasn't happy that they got rid of Hook, because Hook was in his pocket. And I think he wants to win a comp before he retires, and he's 33 or 34. He's not going to win. He doesn't want to go through another rebuild.
He could have won one if he didn't drop it off the kickoff. That's true. Fucking spoon.
But he's said that before, that he doesn't want to go through another rebuild.
Yeah.
So I think he could go to the Roosters or he could go to Penrith and play off the bench.
Yeah.
That depends how much money he'd want to take.
Well, the Roosters are in a bit of strife, aren't they?
Yeah, they suck.
Look at their side on paper, though. Fuck me dead. Joe Wodgick, yeah, not happy with that. Elaborate on that, mate. What are you not happy about in general? Him walking out or the way everything's been handled? I mean, the Dragons have been a bit of a shambles for the last few years anyway. As has some
and
other
all
clubs.
their shit in every league. Like their reserve grade side sucks.
So they've got no juniors coming through. No.
Not really. They've got a couple of good kids, but the teams in general are
Yeah.
just not performing.
So it's a whole top to bottom kind of fucking.
They could be
rebuild
worse. So they could be the Tigers, and they're running last in just about every single thing.
thing. Yeah.
They're last in the NRL, last in reserve grade. I think they're second last in Jersey Flag or something. Like they're an absolute shambles.
Oh, but Alex 12 scored, so.
It's a great shot, tucked around the corner.
Got a boundary? No.
It's gone for 2. Got to say that's better be pale ale. A bit fruity.
Bit like yourself.
Like myself, yeah. Bit of a nut. But mate, not bad. Not bad. Well done, guys. If you
Fuck, they're killing, aren't they? I think they did I think they've just surpassed like $10 million in sales for the beer.
wow.
It's everywhere. At the pub
How
today.
good is it, eh? They're just.
Is it worldwide yet?
Oh, I'm not sure. No, I think it's Australia, New Zealand. I'm not sure if it's
At the pub
worldwide.
today, they had the what are those things called when you put your drink on the at the bar, like those soaks up the water.
Oh, like a bar mat.
The mat, yeah,
Yeah.
the mat, and it was a better beer one at all the like bars.
Mm.
Like fucking hell.
Fucking killing it.
Bad. When you were just saying to me that thing, you put your beer on. That's you should have Jazzo's mum's head. Top of her head.
I think you dropped that one on Friday night as well.
I did. I did.
You like
It's worth a revisit. It's
Oh, we got to get him here. Actually, maybe not because the stream might get taken down. But
Who's that?
Juzzo,
Jazzo M.
Juzzo Mabry, and yourself. It'll be
Oh, wow.
carnage. Shot.
If we let Jazzo just walk past the camera and not say anything, but
What's the fun in that?
well, you know, just watch it and come here and go home.
Trap him outside.
If we gave him a seat out there and opened the window, but actually would be a bit of fun having Jazzo here. Jazzo without Mabry, that bloody rat Mabry, he just egg him on.
They're both fucked. Shot. Usman tucks one off his pads through mid-wicket for another single. Moves into the 140s. Off 139 for about... Well, he was on 139 for about half an hour.
Trying to by 23. I had a quick beer with Mickey Mabry's old man, Darky,
Mm.
and Skip down the pub. And they're talking about him behaving when he came here. And it was good chat. But they're calling him Rusty, and I was half listening to what they were calling him. I've turned around and I've started talking to Skipper, and I've thrown out the name Krusty. And Skipper's laughing at me while I'm saying it, and he's telling me, he said, who's fucking Krusty? I said, he's young bloke. He said, it's Rusty, you idiot.
Crusty fits, especially with the fucking hair. Joel Wodgick. So about Ben Hunt, signed an extension 2 months ago with the team not going that well. Coach then gets sacked, and now he wants to leave. Obviously, there must be more to it, but it just stinks from a fan perspective.
Actually, I forgot to say that today, when I was at the game, the Dragons released a statement saying that they will not be releasing him early because we confirmed that he's asked for a release.
Yeah.
And we won't be doing it.
Okay. Fuck. How does that? Like, how do you
That
go?
won't-
How do you go about doing that?
He'll go. There's no way he'll stick around.
Yeah. He'd just refuse to play, wouldn't he?
Yeah, well, because it's like you could do that as a club. You could say, well, you're going to play reserve grade then. Have fun. But then he's got the power because they know they're not going to pay him $900,000 a year to play reserve grade.
Yeah.
They always get their way. So he'll get out. But I think he'll finish the year at St George, and I think he'll go next year.
Will someone else pick him up?
Oh, yeah. Someone will take him. Someone desperate enough, but
Because if you misbehave to get out of a contract and all that stuff,
they won't care
towards the end of it, no one will care.
because they'll think that they can make him happy. But the thing is, he doesn't want to do a rebuild, so he's not going to go to the Tigers, who could do with him. He's not going to go to the Dogs, who could do with him. So where does he go if he wants to win a comp? He has to go to the Roosters or Souths or Penrith. Realistically, the only 3 clubs that are going to potentially win a comp.
Mm. Can he find a way back up to Brisbane?
Maybe you go to somewhere like the Dolphins or something.
So that's a bit of a
Back with Bennett.
That's a new it's a new venture though. It's basically a rebuild in a way.
But he'd back himself with Bennett.
So Cummings,
true.
Cummings got right behind that last boy. He looks
Is
quite
he
solid.
now?
Yeah.
Not that
So much for his fucking rubbish average, huh?
Well, Ollie Robertson's bowling about 125 clicks, so it's not too hard to get behind. 127.
What do you reckon? Do you think they're regretting the declaration, or they're just happy that the game's moving along?
Like
Maybe we'll find out at lunch if they're 6 for 400.
Yeah.
If they're really trusting this rain to come, then it does.
Well, you know what? That's something we hadn't discussed. Perhaps that's why they declared in the first place, because they knew that days 4 and 5 it was meant to piss down, because they reckon it's severe thunderstorm warning in Edgbaston for tonight, like their time, about 4 or 5 o'clock.
No, close.
Looks a little glove there.
No, different. That was a different stroke there.
Yeah, doesn't what.
Oh, well, look, from someone who doesn't support a club but just hates the Dragons, I've just got to say, Joel, suck fucking shit, eh?
Oh.
I should hate them because they're our biggest rival.
Yeah.
But I've got a soft spot for them because of Dad.
Yeah.
I want them to go well for him, but I hate him. But got that.
Who's your most hated club?
I despise Manly.
Yeah.
I fucking hate those cunts.
Everyone does.
That's Steps' mob.
Yeah,
Steps is a Manly
Steps one
fan.
of the greats of all time, but I hope your club fucking just falls into a hole, and all of them go, all the players go with it.
They've been fucking weird this year, Manly. Just on fire or getting smashed.
I can't work them out.
What do you reckon, Steps?
He's a great man with us.
Don't know, hard to tell. Not doing much at the moment
Yeah,
with the wee bub.
Yeah, Chelsea sucks. If he hears that,
Yeah, his sporting teams aren't doing too well. Chelsea are a mess. The Seagulls are a mess, even if they were performing at times.
How's his betting going? Is he getting some bets up? Any Maldies?
I don't think he bets anymore, to be honest.
That's because he can't put Manly or Chelsea in the bets.
Yeah, yeah, probably.
Got to save every penny for the
For
little
the new
one.
bub, yeah.
Shot.
Get through. So it's just not much happening again. They're just deep fields, shit wicket.
Yeah, I think England are taunting these two to play a bad shot.
Throw the bat
Yeah.
away.
So a bit of a stalemate at the moment. This is
So
what
Australia's 6 for 371, trail by 22. So yeah, there's a bit of a war of attrition at the moment, just a bit of a standoff.
5 off 28 for Usman.
The 33 partnership.
That's a shot.
Yeah, good shot.
Get through. Oh, we got a
Outfield,
couple there. Oh, one.
outfield.
It started to tail away late, that ball there.
Bit of reverse swing
Yeah,
happening.
bit of reverse.
Come on. So rough it up. Pen him in for 200.
Let's pencil him in there.
Steps got him as leading run scorer. Good to see him get he's had his struggles in England, so you could see from the celebration it was just pure emotion.
Yeah. He's usually got at least one big knock like this every series, it seems, at the moment. He gets at least one 150 or something.
Yeah. Well, his last 2 years have been fucking ridiculous.
Yeah. And people say, well, he got dropped and he was out the team for so long, but I don't think he'd be this good if that didn't happen to him.
It's happened to some of the greats, like Matt Hayden
Yeah,
was in and out for a while and then became one of the greatest opening batsmen of all time.
Isn't he have like 3,500s or something to his name?
Yeah, I think it was something like that. It was up there.
That's ridiculous.
Steve Waugh in his early part of his career was in and out. Mark Waugh.
Yeah.
Justin Langer.
I think at one stage,
Fucking Steve Smith was in and out at the
yeah.
early part of his
At
career.
number 9.
the War brothers, I think they were both in the test and in the one days, and then they were they were bad, or not bad, but they fell away slightly from each one. So Steve was Test, Mark was one days.
Yeah.
I think it was.
And Mark Warren, fucking Gilly at the top of the order in late 90s, early 2000s.
I don't think anyone.
Let's only got a short Silliman on. Silliman off, sorry.
He's just come in with the helmet on, yeah.
It's good to see.
Hope he gets fucking pegged.
Who else would you have seen in Australian cricket that hit the ball as nice as Gilly and Mark Wall?
So they were like almost polar opposites in a way, but they both. Mark Waugh is probably one of the best timers of a cricket ball.
Yeah.
Damien Martin was a timer of the cricket ball, but yeah,
Not
for someone who just
not like
slogged, fucking hard to think.
Yeah.
Gilly,
Mark Wall,
Matt Hayden was a fucking bludgeoner.
half the time Mark Wall, yeah, but they Gilly and Hayden.
Oh, they got a man on either side of the wicket here. Sorry,
They are blokes who could belt the shit out of the ball, absolutely and regularly. But Mark Wall could hit a ball, and it goes to the fence. And you look at the fence paneling that he's using, and you think, no, you really did that? Just go. That's ridiculous timing.
yeah, I think yeah.
Was he Schlesinger? No.
Yeah, he was Schlesinger. Yeah,
Mark was, yeah. Gilly might have. What was Gilly in the early days?
I think it was Kookaburra Gilly.
Right.
No, was he?
He was Adidas or something a bit more out there.
He was like was he fucking Miller Champion Hall maybe for a little bit?
I think he was.
Was it Miller Champion
I think he
Hall?
was Schlesinger in the 05 series.
If anyone knows,
I'll have to hear. I'll get on the
get on.
I'll get on the internet.
He wasn't one of like the big ones like Gray Nichols or Kookaburra. Is it GMT? Is that?
No, I think Gilly was, like the bubble as well. I think I remember him. Adam Gilchrist.
Was that Michael Bevan?
Yeah, Michael Bevan was that as well. Yeah, he was a bubble. He had Puma
Puma's the one
in the back end.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
Back end, and then early days he was the bubble. And Puma. He did have. Was it? That looks like it. No, sorry. You think you're right. He had an old style Puma early days as well. Then he went to Kookaburra. Then he went back to Puma. I think at the back end. It looks like.
Sure, I remember him being like one of the more
Kookaburra and Puma were these two.
Did Gilly retire too early?
No.
When did he retire?
Remember when he dropped those catches, those easy ones, and he said,
"Oh, that's right." Then he knew
goes,
he was
"Well,
gone.
I knew that when I dropped that." He's like, "I never would have dropped that 10 years ago," and that's when he knew.
But with the bat wise,
we lost it for a bit, and he got it back at the end. He got probably his last 2 or 3 years. He came good again.
Yeah.
So I think, but you'd rather go out. Look at this field.
Yeah, they're taking the mick now. What is that? 2 short mid-ons.
Yeah.
A short
Look at
mid-wicket.
So this tells you that they're going to bowl short.
Well, they're being proactive.
Could be the double bluff though.
But I think they're going to. I think Ollie Robertson's going to roll his fingers over it, and they're just hoping he can pop one up in the air.
See what he was doing? They were doing a close up on his fingers. The last over, he was doing that knuckle technique, and he was like flicking it out the front.
Are they kidding? Look at this field.
Look at that. Oh, body line is back. Yeah, they're probably just trying to say, look, go through the offside now.
Yeah.
Back away, and it looks like we're happy just to absorb it.
Trailing by 21, so it's not job done, but it's the match is in level. It's got to be level peggings here.
Young Riley Farm. I assume you're young, Riley. How old are you, mate? Who will win the Test series? Well, I've got Australia 3-2.
So
But having said that, I might have to revise that because the rain looks like it's going to set in Edgbaston tonight. Oh, quicker. Everett ball. It's nearly knocked him over too. Who do you reckon, Riley? Who's your pick? I've got Australia 3-2. I think Bolling said Australia 3-2. Well. You back in Australia or in England?
I think if it rains hard here, mate, we could go to all.
It was 2-2 last series.
Hard to pick, and if they're about to prepare like batters wickets like this for 5 tests.
Yeah, fair point. Because this has got fucking nothing in it, eh?
Nah.
Like this is
Look at
day-
this.
This is
Look
the
at this
first. This is the first session of day 3.
Oh, it's worked.
And it's worked.
Oh, he's giving it to him as well. Oh, he's told him to fuck off. After he's made 141, mind you.
Yeah, but it's worked, and that's, you know what, that's a bit weak.
Did you see that field? The 6 people.
Yeah,
that
and
little
it's
diamond
got in his
sort of-
eye line, and
Yeah.
it's clearly fucked him over. Kawaja gone, runs at Ollie Robinson, who slides in a Yorker, or Yorked himself, and he knocks him over off pole, rolling out of the
Is
ground.
there anything better than in cricket when a plan comes together like that and it works? Like it just doesn't get any better.
Mm.
When you've tried to work out something with a player and it just comes off like that in 3 balls.
Brilliant innings from Uzi Kawaja, comes to an end 1-4-1.
Yeah.
Score 372 for 7.
Phew.
A great innings, but you've also you've got to feel there that he did just throw that away.
Mm.
It's
You overthought it.
yeah, like to dance down the wicket, then to play a glide after you've done that.
Well, that's what one who is picking, trying to pick the slower ball and go after it and hit it over the top. And they've slid in the Yorker, and it's fucking looks like it's worked perfectly.
absolutely.
He's advanced, he's misread the delivery, and bang.
Well, as the bowler seen him go a little early and changed his delivery.
Potentially, you'd have to ask him. We'll get him on the blower. Just call in.
Call him in. Has he got his mobile there?
Just call him bookmaker.
Get in, empty his pockets, bit of sandpaper, bit of a phone, bit of Vicks,
No, Vaso on the ball as well.
a little bit of El Bashir arm sweat there.
Fuck, that's just not a good look. Looks like you've just been outthought.
He was nowhere.
Didn't he give him a spray too?
Mm.
I love Ollie Robinson. He's a character. You can tell he's a bit out there.
So his tweet from a few, he made his debut, and then they released a tweet saying something about like suicide bombers or something, terrorism stuff, like taking the mick, and so they dropped him after the first test.
Oh yeah,
After his debut, and a big hoo ha, and he had to come out and apologise.
Yeah, everyone goes digging in the old tweets from 20
bro,
years
it was
ago.
like 10 years. It was like he was like 13 or
Yeah.
something. Fucking hell.
If you
I
made it, as
hope
a
they stay out of my fucking search
was-
history. Jesus Christ, I'll be hung.
I was gonna say, if you ever made it in, any like politics or sport, you'd just delete your profiles and start again, like a professional one, because someone would find something.
Yeah, but the internet never forgets. If it's in the hands of the wrong person, it's on a server somewhere.
Where some Nigerian hacker has got my nudes out there somewhere. It's funny, my sister's one of her best mates is gay, and apparently he's always wanted to see my cock.
Well, there you
and,
go.
And he goes, and when my sister told him, he goes, "Please, can you get those pictures for me?"
Oh, he is right now as we speak. He's googling. I wouldn't be surprised if he googles Earth just to see if he can find you.
He's a great bloke as well.
He's he's on the phone with the Nigerian prince now.
Yeah.
Onto the consulate. Hello.
What do I need to do to get these pics? Send me $150 probably.
Well, there's some bloke on the other end going, and it's you know where they are.
Oh God. Oh,
Shot. Where's that gone?
Nowhere.
Nowhere.
Hit his arm, I think.
Alex Stepien. Cummins about to go more ham than Porky Pig.
Is that lunch or is that drinks?
No, there'd be. We've only bowled 21 overs in the session. So there's still. What's the time? What time is it?
It is 9:38.
Still-
Look at that! Look at that!
Still
field.
22 minutes.
That's what they had it at.
Joel Wodgy, great cricket. That got in Aussie's head and produced a rash shot. Yeah, absolutely.
You got to respect what the England side is doing for Test cricket at the moment, eh?
Yeah.
Moved away from it.
Proactive, unorthodox.
The ball swung away from him. It was all
The great man Warney would be loving this, wouldn't he? He would have loved this.
Seems like a Warney-esque
Yeah.
coach side.
Well,
Yeah,
was that
Baz is,
eight of the fielders of the 11 were in
that arc.
that arc. The bowler and the keeper, and there was someone at fine leg, and that was about it. That's awesome. Look, even this now. It's a good shot.
Get through. Well done. We'll have a couple there.
Ollie's not going to get
Yeah.
that, is he?
Oh, he's
Oh.
pulling up. Is it going to be 3 there?
No, they're probably just 2, I think.
It's 2.
He's not. He's not the. Oh, it's Jimmy.
So we trail by 19. Cummings 29.
He's done his job. The cap.
Much better than his average, did you say, Bowl?
Yep. Shut up, Josh. You know, I love that Stoker's the captain. Has got the helmet on. He's gone in there himself. I love that.
Yeah, just so he can lip.
He's at fine.
Yeah, yeah. He's a fighter. Eh? He's got Aussie spirit in him. As a
Kiwi.
Pom.
He's got Kiwi blood. Oh, sucks shit. Well played.
Oh,
Ollie Pope in there with him. Is Ollie Pope maybe a better keeper than Johnny Bairstow?
Yeah, I don't know.
I think they're both part timers though. They don't have a. They're out.
Well, that Ben Folkes.
Yeah,
has
Ben
been-
Folkes is the out and out keeper, but he's
He's
no.
one of the great sorts of all time,
Isn't
just
he?
quietly.
how does this just fall at his feet? How doesn't it like
Just
pop
go
up?
straight to Stokes.
Yeah.
I think that's what Stuart Broad's saying. Look at this. This
He's
is
just
the
taking a
best.
step closer.
Yeah.
They're fucking literally on him.
You got to have balls of steel, to do that. I don't care. Like that's braver than any other
Oh.
sport in the maybe racing a car at 300 miles an hour.
If you've got a waist high half tracker, are you pulling that straight into that fielder?
Oh, just something. He just goes the old double bluff and goes for the York, and he gets clipped off his toes straight into his fucking guts.
Don't they usually, when they see it coming, they train to like go in like a turtle,
Yeah.
go in that
Oh, yeah.
shell because you've got
Yeah.
the knee pads.
When
on.
you see that batsman prod on that front foot, you're fucking going down.
How can anyone say Test cricket's boring? Like watching this, like
You gotta love it or you hate it, don't you? But, oh.
He's good bowling here.
It's come at the back end of it. They should have started like this.
they said hit him on the hip.
Like straight after they got Kerry and Cummins came out.
They
They
let him
should-
fuck around, eh?
He's 30.
Yeah, he's 30 years old. Yeah, you're right. I can't believe me and Pat the same age and how different our lives are. Prick.
Oh, right.
Let's hit him right in the heart.
Well, he's 6'4",
Good looking,
good
smart,
looking.
captain
You're-
of the country.
You're 5'2", not bad looking.
5'9".
And just had your
5'9".
dick pics leaked.
Dick pics all around the world.
Yeah.
Well
He's probably
played.
got a monster on him too, just knowing it.
Ah,
They get it all, don't they?
You know,
yeah, a range of paws.
No ball.
Oh, beautiful. We'll add another one on there.
it was.
Trying
Thanks,
too hard,
Murray.
Stuart.
I just put the scoreboard up as well, prick.
I've put on some more weight as well. Been going to the gym 4 times a week.
Yeah, you still going?
Yeah. I was I took about 2 months off and lost all of
Yeah,
it.
probably because of the fucking memes you used to make of him, you poor prick. The Mr. Mackey memes.
Oh, that's good. That's in my favourites. My camera roll. Drugs are bad, okay. Oh,
Lion, safe. Beautiful, well played, son.
so when I started going back to the gym in February, and I weighed 64 kilos, and I'm up to 70.
Fuck.
That's right.
But you wouldn't know. You couldn't tell. I can't see it.
Mate, I weigh 105. Yeah.
The aim is to get to about
Pray
75
for me.
before the end of the year.
So what do you? So it depends on what you're eating.
The PT at the moment just says eat as much as you can
Yes.
all the time.
Yes,
but
that's
don't-
what you got to
but
do.
Don't eat shit.
It works.
Eat as much.
A lot of rice, a lot of chicken.
Yeah, but it's all right. Like
As
if you're
much
working,
protein.
out and you're burning it off, and
Yeah.
ideally you want to eat some fucking clean stuff. But
There's a guy on
it's just getting the calories in.
Yeah, that's
this
it.
guy on Instagram. He runs his site's called Physique Factory,
Mm.
and he's the best. He's the best. Have a look at him,
Mm.
and he just calls everyone a fat fuck. How you going, you fat fucks?
I think I might have heard of this guy. I think,
Dark fella,
yeah.
you fat fuck. The best way to not get fat, stop eating it, you fat fuck. It's like
Because he walks around the streets, eh?
No,
Oh,
No,
maybe
no,
I'm
no.
looking at. I'm thinking of a different guy.
but his program. I don't know what it because I haven't not buying into his program. But
Mm.
if if you look at enough of his posts, he gives you little snippets and enough to go off.
Yeah.
So if you eat like lot of pasta, a lot of rice, eat protein, a good bit of protein twice a day, and push your weights, you will go faster.
Yeah. Well, I need to have. I'm on a plan at the moment. I have to have 300 grams of carbs a day, 150 protein, and then at the moment he doesn't care about the fat. When we put the weight on, then we'll worry about that. But at the moment, is just get it on.
The physique factory guy goes the other way. He says, cut the fat off your body first.
I don't have any.
And then put the...
So done.
Yeah, shut up.
That's what everyone always says. They go, I wish I had your problem. I'm like, no, you don't. Trust me.
I don't know. Like, I used to be a real skinny bloke as well, and then when you put it on, you stop playing sport and you put it on, it becomes fucking hard to reverse.
Yeah, I've been battling since I've been like 20, because I was this size.
Straight away.
Yeah, 20, 21. I was a lot fitter, but
For sure, yeah.
But I've been 100 kilos since that age. So
I think the most I ever weighed was 72 when I was really into it, the gym, but I'm really into it again. So I'm hoping if I get to 75 by the end of the year, I'll be really happy.
that moustache is about 12.
Yeah.
12 pounds.
Well,
Pretty
judging off your leaked nudes as well, that the penis is probably about a good 12 kilos of that too.
So really,
From what I'm hearing.
So you're about 50.
Oh, the Nigerian prince photoshopped his one on there. And has Nathan Lyon caught one here?
He's got about 2 already.
Something happened?
You just missed it again.
Lid. Oh, it's toe. It's the
no
Q
way.
end. Is it nearly hit the poles?
Nah.
Oh, no.
Australia 7 for 377 as we approach lunch on day 3. Shot.
He's been trying to get that.
Oh, he hit it straight down his throat.
Oh.
You're kidding.
These field placements have been bang on from England.
Lyon has to go for one. He absolutely creamed a short pitch delivery from Ollie Robinson, but he's hit it straight down Ben Duckett, I think, at his throat, down at deep mid, either deep mid wicket or deep square leg. And Australia are 8 down for 377.
Trial by 16. Is
England
there,
rallying.
Was he given the license just to go out there and throw it?
I think so. He was trying from ball 1.
Well, I'll tell you what. Should they pay me out if they finish tied on the first innings?
What have you got on?
Got $7 on
Australia
tied test match. Paying 500 to 1. I just had $7 left in the account, so I thought, what am I going to do? So fuck it. So 8 for 377. What are thoughts on this session, lads? We've now, what's that? We've lost 3 for 66 now for the session.
It's a tied session.
So they've pegged it back, England, in the back half after drinks.
Yeah. So maybe England just ahead with the session. With these 3 wickets. And we slowed down as well with the scoring after that first probably 15 minutes, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's after the spinners done damage to the...
Fuck, Scott Boland coming out before fucking Hazelwood. They're both just fucking bunnies here.
Yeah. Try and get Paddy on strike as much as possible and just go for it.
Genuine stickses.
Oh.
With that 10 knot, one of the great knocks.
Oh, versus England Hobart too. So he's got form. He's got form against the opponent.
So who have been the genuine bunny 11s?
Was that Chris Martin?
Chris Martin.
Was it Chris Martin?
McGrath?
I think Courtney Walsh had the most test ducks in history. Wow. McGrath thought he could bat.
Tufnell?
Phil Tufnell was one.
Could he hit some?
Yeah, Phil Tufnell was one.
Oh,
wild.
What a
Bang on the money first up from Robinson. Boland good enough to keep it out. 8 for 377.
You don't want that for your first nut as you come out.
Confidence boost if you keep it out. It's a good rock. Fuck,
Yeah.
He's a good bowler.
He's got fit. That was his problem because he was too fat when he came over last time.
So on decent wickets, he's got that. He's tall. He can get bounce and he can send them through. And on the slower wickets, he's got the versatility with the rolling of the fingers and all that sort of stuff as well. So he's
It can kind of
conducive
make
to all
anything work
conditions.
for him.
Yeah. Alex, step in. When's bowling coming to the Wanda Sand Dunes?
I forgot about that.
Oh, that's actually pre-organised?
Yeah, that was pre-organised and I completely forgot.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
I was supposed to go probably about a month ago.
Brushed ya.
Yeah. Sorry, Steps.
Steps, don't act like you've been doing the fucking Sand Dunes, champ.
Quality rig on Steps. Yeah. But does he go towards the dunes and turn left to the Golden Arches?
That's your reward afterwards.
That's the real.
If you do them, you can go.
England Aussies 8 for 377 after 115. We've got about 10 minutes to go till lunch. So yeah, England session I think so far.
Any questions come in or any more feedback from the boys?
Yeah, Riley Farmer or will we go to England? I think the plans are in place for the English. I think a few of the boys are moving in together, or one of them are moving in, and they're going to have a backyard setup of their own. So they're going to try and get Matt White to fly over and show them how it's done. But yeah, so that's what they're planning. So we're planning to make this a thing, not just a one-off series, but we might have to go and try and defend the urn that we're inevitably going to win this summer over there and retain it. What do you reckon?
Have we released the schedule of how the games are going to be for this English?
Yeah, same as the Kiwis.
So a couple of one day or one.
So the test on the Friday, and then
a couple of 2020s and
the 2020s and the 5 over matches.
So everyone will get a run.
29 points on offer, race to 15.
Yeah, it's going to be a belter of a weekend, isn't it?
Well, I think we've got a fair idea who we want the Aussie squad to be.
Yeah, we've got the test one pretty much nutted out with myself and White. There's probably just the extended squad for that, and then moving into the next week for the Tri Series. We'll announce in not too long either. So yeah, there'll be a few bodies getting a gig for their nation.
Represent this great country.
God's country.
That's where I live.
Greatest country in the world.
My first, I have to book some holidays.
Oh yeah.
I haven't had holidays for 6 years.
Well, you've got some fucking accrued then.
Yeah, I've got about 6 weeks. I haven't taken a holiday since I've worked at my joint.
I got months.
Do a test series against
I've only
America.
worked at this place for 2 years.
Yeah, well, that's all right.
Do a test series against America. There is an American mob, but they're all expat Indians and Pakis, I think. Casso Sports, I think they're called, or Casso Cricket.
Not to be confused with KO.
Casso live on KO.
When you get KO on board.
Oh, he's out.
Yeah.
That is as soft as it comes. Short ball from Broad, Boland up on his toes, and just lobs it straight to silly mid-off. 9 down the Aussies for 378. So this has well and truly been their session, I think.
Did the batters cross there?
Doesn't matter anymore.
Doesn't matter.
No.
So you got to go. It doesn't matter. You got to go back.
Yeah.
Regardless.
Yeah. Which I actually like that rule change.
I think so.
I think you should have to come out and face the ball no matter what. Haven't they bowled well to their field, England, here in the last half an hour?
Oh, yeah.
It's
Very
a
proactive
perfect
stuff, and now all of a sudden we're looking like we're going to lead by 40 or 50, and I think we're going to cough up a deficit, and unless Cummins can hit a few zacks here.
It's not a terrible deficit.
No, it's nothing, is it?
No, it's basically on as even, regardless of whether we're ahead by 20 or whether we're behind by 10 or whatever. Yeah. So on as even. Let's hopefully the fucking weather doesn't intervene and we can have a good end to this test match.
Yeah.
We can have a tie. Take a tie for $3.5 grand.
Could be over in if it doesn't rain 4 and a bit days. Well,
we know that England's going to come out and fucking have a crack.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's not like bullshit talk, is it? When they go, we're going to do this and that, and then don't do it. They've followed through with everything they said they were going to do.
First rock on the up, Pat Cummins, Ashes, and Zach Crawley fucking smokes this thing.
Oh,
How good was
It is one of the great shots.
That'll be down in 20 years. They'll be replaying like
Well,
that.
see,
Steve Harmison.
Could that be a Harmison moment? That's
Yeah.
what I was thinking straight away. I was like, fuck, is that the indication that we're cooked here already?
They're not here to fuck around, England.
First ball. If your series is defined off one ball, it's a hell of a shot.
So the Hoff walks to the crease. Is he? He's facing, is he? Broad around the wicket. How many has he got now?
He'd have at least 3, wouldn't he?
3.
Yeah,
3
he's
for
going
60.
4 for here.
Could have got Uzi, but no.
Oh,
Oh, solid Hoff, and we're gonna get 1. Thank you. Hazelwood plays that through the vacant gully region for a single. Australia 9 for 379.
Well, the Aussie Test team has an Uzi, and the backyard cricket team has an Uzo.
Uzo. That'd be one Michael Johnson. Doesn't mind an Uzo. Not watching tonight, Johnson. Sam and Johnson, where are you?
Well,
heard nothing.
Well, there was pictures of on Facebook of Johnson's feet up on chairs at work, so he's having a sleep out there at Port Botany. Trailing by 14 runs. Cummings on 31.
It's going to bowl short to him here.
Is he going to have some faith in Hazel, or is he just going to swing?
I think he's going to go for it after he's seen what he's just seen with his other tailmates.
So he should.
But I think he's have a look at the edge of
yeah,
the
a couple of It's gonna be short stuff here.
He's going to bowl into his ribs.
He's gonna ask him to whack it over.
Yeah,
take me on if you can. I think he will.
Wow,
Rabbit leader pretty happy with this. He thought we'd get 500 plus.
There
Shot. Has he got enough of this? He sure has. Has that gone the distance?
Oh,
6 runs. Pat Cummins.
Yeah.
Shotter.
Just like to ask Rabbit, where do you put a fielder for that, mate?
Pat Cummins into the, what's he into now? 35s.
Yeah.
Okay. Horrible batsman.
Like he smoked that. Thanks.
He's not too unhappy, Broad.
Get that up, yeah.
Yeah, well, that's what he wants him to do.
It's the shot he wants. But you're playing with someone who's got the strength to build him 20 rows back.
Yeah.
Is he going again?
Ticket in the final legs and move through for a single.
Cummins to 38, and you'll keep the strike too.
This is smart
It's
batter.
a really handy knock
Smart batter.
after he heard me abuse him. He said he took that personally.
And I took that shit personally.
I only watched that doco about 2 weeks ago.
Is that the Jordan one, isn't it?
Yeah, I was about 3 years late on it, but I finally got around to it, and it was worth it.
Fuck, he was a king, wasn't he?
Yeah,
Just the clutch
different,
king.
just built different. I watched that Arnie one as well on Netflix. It's good.
Is it?
It's in 3 parts. So it does his bodybuilding phase, his movie phase, and his politics. So it's about an hour each.
I'm calming all the time.
Yeah, he talks about that, how he's like, that was all bullshit. So it's just for the cameras.
It's just the if you've ever pushed weights, it's just the blood rush you get.
Yeah.
When you've just pushed, and then you put the weights down, you stand up, and you go, "Hey, I'm going to faint here." That's what he's talking about.
Yeah, he can say that now, though. Like, he was only young then. Fucking
I
30
didn't know
odd,
how
40 years
bad-
ago.
Like he was saying, like he didn't know a word of English when he came over to the States.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that. Like a few things
Fuck,
he goes through.
he's lived a life, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Bodybuilder, actor, governor.
Politician.
Oh.
And
At least you can say he did it. Like, if someone say, I've did it. Oh, it's straight up, is it? Straight up. Stokes coming in from mid-wicket. Takes the catch. Yeah. Australia all out 386.
That's 6. Trials by 7. Well, that's really not going to matter too much.
If you'd offered 386 at the start of the innings, I would have taken it.
Even it would have taken even on us.
Yeah.
So yeah,
keeps
very
you in
little
the
in it
game.
after the first innings, but we've kind of fucking fallen in a heap here.
Yeah, we should have taken a lead if we're being fair income.
Well, I think it just came that field setting that England put in place for Khawaja. I think that's
broke the back of the side.
yeah.
He's got good mitts.
catch.
Stokes doesn't drop many. He's a good player, isn't he? Will that be lunch?
Yeah, I think so. I think
lunch.
that might be lunch. Yeah, it's inside. It's about 10 o'clock. So that's lunch, I think, for day 3 of the first Ashes test. Australia all out 386, so they trail by just 7 runs. So it's basically fuck all in it. So honours even as we complete the first inning. So we're coming out after lunch with it all to play for. Thoughts on the session, boys, overall? We lost, 6 for 75 in that session.
Well, it was the England session then.
England
really.
session, for
For sure.
Yeah, they fought back well. And we've got that propensity, don't we? Like we can collapse. The tail cannot hang around for a while.
The only real disappointment would have been Khawaja's, the way he got himself out there.
He never really got going this morning, did he?
No, but the last 3 wickets was just good field placing, good bowling.
Yeah.
You can't take that out that away from him there. That was quite good.
All right. How'd you enjoy that bowling?
That was good
First,
fun.
first appearance on the show. I'm sure it's the first of many.
I hope so.
We've got a big winter coming up. So,
Plenty of cricket.
Dad, it was another one for you under the belt. How'd you go? I think this is a good one, actually. I think this is arguably one of our best. We've only had 3, so. Yeah. But
it's always good to be in.
no, it was good. We had a bit of a scoreboard going. Fucking.
Some good chats. We got through a lot. A lot about my penis.
Oh, what else are we going to talk about? If we're not talking about that, I don't want to be here. You know what I'm saying?
For anyone who's just logged in now, Josh Bowling has got penis shots all around the world that have been leaked. So if you get on and search for him,
If you look hard enough,
you'll find some. And if you do find them, can you send it to me?
Can you pass them over?
Because he hasn't sent me any yet.
when the cameras go off, I'll get it out.
Prince Mbali and Buju from Nigeria. 1300.
Starting OnlyFans.
All right, good show, guys. Well, I think we'll wrap it up there, guys. So, as things stand in the Test match on day 3, Australia bowled out for 386, so they trail the English by 7 runs. So it's going to be an exciting remaining 2 sessions of the day's play. So when you join us tomorrow, things could be very interesting indeed. That'll do us for day 3. Tune in tomorrow night from 7:45. Till then, goodbye.
Cheers, guys.
Bye.